everybody, to another week of F Buddies with Mike and Andy. Mike Wendt and Andy Ferg. Of course, the F is for food. We are the food show you deserve. Thank you to our sponsors this week. Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage, Ben Franklin Print Company, Twisted Fate Brewing out of Danvers, Anthony's Roast Beef and Pizza in Tewksbury, the world-famous Cabaret Lounge in Peabody, Nick's Pizza Subs and Roast Beef on Essex Street in Beverly, Bella's Roast Beef in North Andover, Priority Capital, welcome to the program, and as well, welcome to the program, Nick's Place in Burlington. My God.
That's a lot of Nicks.
It's a lot of Nicks. There's a lot of beef, and I have no complaints about it.
No, we have a lot of. We're a beefy show this week.
Yeah,
very beefy, beefed up.
I want to. Can you push the camera back just like a hair?
Which camera? This one?
Your main one, yeah. Nope, that's not it.
Oh, I fucking broke it. Way to go, Mike. Way to go. It was going great until you did that.
I mean, it was just all fucking head.
It's all head, like my marriage. How's that better?
Oh, that's
better, brother?
That's fine. We'll run with it.
Okay, let's run with
it.
All right, let's fucking talk about something, okay?
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. We got some things to talk about.
Some things were expected. Some things were a surprise as of like a few hours ago.
Yeah, we had controversy today.
Controversial topics.
Unexpected controversy.
Mm-hmm.
My fucking microphone is pissing me off.
It's been a couple of weeks now that there's been controversial topics in the beef group.
Well, here's the thing. I had nothing to do for a little while today.
Yes.
So I took a ride out to Pepperell, Massachusetts,
mm-hmm.
the armpit of the state, where nothing happens worth talking about, to try out C&S Pizza in Pepperell.
Yeah.
Because I've been meaning to try it. You've been there.
Yes.
You know of the place.
I have.
You've talked about it before.
I have.
Many times. Yep. So I drove out there. And I wanted to give them the North Shore Beefs Approved sticker, also get lunch.
Because they have been getting quite a few reviews, and they're all coming in very high.
Yes, very good reviews. Tashi's been there. Mordaunt's been there. Fucking Jumptown broke the door. So a lot of people have been trying it and really enjoying it. So I go out there unannounced. I don't call ahead. I just fucking show up.
Yeah.
So I get there. And
well, you're not a world-class skateboarder.
Yeah, I'm not a fucking idiot. Yeah, exactly. So I get there, and I'm in the parking lot killing time. It's kind of early. Mm-hmm. And this Dodge Ram pulls up, parks in the fire lane like a boss, jumps out its bill, got some buns and some rolls. Right. So I go strutting in when I see him, and he looks at me, and like it was Christmas morning.
Sure.
He goes, Andy, is that you? I go, Bill, it is.
Oh, my God. Is that you?
And he's like, because he was told by me and everybody else, you'll never see me there.
Right.
I'm never driving to Pepperell, Mass for anything. Right. I did today though. So I get there, I give him his sticker. He hands it back to me and goes, "Would you mind putting on the window? I want to watch you do it." I'm like, "Oh my God. Sure thing, Bill." He was really happy.
I want to watch you put it on.
And I put it on the window for him. He literally said, "That just gave me chills."
You're welcome.
So, I go, hey, you've earned it. We've said this in the past. You can't buy these stickers. Right. They get given to those who deserve them, and Bill's been killing it.
Sure.
He served me a fucking absolute heater of beef. Mm-hmm. Just a beautiful fucking pink beauty.
I was wildly surprised to see you do a beef review in the shop on video. Normally you're in your truck.
Well,
normally that's.
You did notice there's no sound of me talking, right?
I mean, there wouldn't be anyway on my phone, but I mean. You're getting there, guy. You set up your phone. You framed your shot.
I did.
And you took a bite of beef in public.
I did all those things. So he came down and sat with me for a little while, discussed the history of why he is in the sandwich game, where he came from. Mm-hmm. Turns out he's a Peabody Greek, which is half of Peabody's full of us, full of them. He worked at all these other shops. We found the Bill and Bob's connection, which, I have that theory that almost every shop you can get a direct connection to Bill and Bob's, right. And C&S Pizza isn't that far off. He worked at John's in Lynn, who worked at Bill and Bob's. There's your connection. Boom. 2 degrees. Yep. So it was a really awesome meeting. He got his sticker, deserves it. Place is busy. Locals love him. He was telling me about things he did during COVID, like feeding the kids who were out of school,
Sure.
who were on lunch programs. He give them free lunch every day. That the guy's a salty enough guy. Very nice.
Now, is he the original owner?
He bought it like 30 years ago.
Okay. All right. So
I don't know who CNS is, but
it's the same guy basically. Because when I went years ago, it was because he was doing this monster pizza challenge.
Okay.
And that was because I was doing the TV show. That was my angle and hook to go and check it out and blah blah blah. And it never, I never got around to getting it on air because whatever. Politics, man. But
douchebag.
But yeah, it was a cool spot, and I actually sent it was Salt who was doing the Carson Kennedy radio show at the time on Mix, and I told him about it. We just happened to be talking in the morning because we were crossing ships on the overnight radio, and I'm like, oh yeah, they do this monster fucking thing, and him and I might have to say Bird. Because he basically took my idea, because it was going to be Bird and somebody else from Toucher and Rich doing it. Mm-hmm. And Salt went up because I'm like, yeah, fucking who isn't going to fucking put it on there. He goes, I'll do it. I'm like, go do it. Have a blast.
Yeah, take it. Enjoy.
Go.
It's a good idea. They wouldn't know a good idea, so you do it.
Exactly.
I did manage to take a nice video of the approved sticker with the name of the shop and exclude a certain other sticker that's on that door.
That's all right. It will fall off soon.
If I had my sticker remover with me, we could have definitely made that happen. But I wouldn't, I'm not petty like that.
Fuck that.
Although the way things are going, I may need my sticker remover a little more frequently.
Really?
Some places aren't living up to the old hype.
Some of them are resting on their approved laurels.
Yeah, the approved stickers got some heads a little swole, and I can name a few, but I won't.
Sure.
But they might not be on the door for long if things stay the way they are. Yeah, as you know, Mike, the approved stickers go on the outside of the door. I made that very clear to Joni printed them.
I would love to see you approach one of these shops with your remover and start.
You think I'm doing this in daylight?
And start scraping. It's almost worse if you're not.
It's 4 a.m. under a cover of darkness. I'll be wearing all black.
Oh my God!
I'm not gonna
drive around and do mailbox baseball after that.
Yes, we're not leaving approved stickers on. We're not gonna have an interaction with people and cause
hilarious.
a ruckus. So Bill gave me his history, and it just made me appreciate the Bill and Bob's guy more than ever.
Sure.
Again.
Sure.
So I found a cool picture of Nondis from like the 1970s. We had the fucking big head of helmet hair, the mustache.
Was it one of those things like if I'm watching a movie or something and I'll just like start deep diving Wikipedia and Googling and stuff, like you were talking about it, so it became like, let's do a little Bill and Bob's dive. Yeah,
and then just like, let's thank this man. I sent it to my group chat. No, this is the guy we got to thank. Yep. And one of the guys goes, "You should make the cover photo." Matt West is like, for the page. I go, "It's a good idea." So I write up a little thing. It's basically, if you want to know who is responsible for this sandwich that we love being so popular and so readily available across the North Shore and beyond, look no further than Nondis Laganakis.
Sure.
Which I stand by that statement.
Sure.
Problem is, he was part owner and eventual sole owner of Bill and Bob's, but he wasn't Bill or Bob. He bought Bob out and eventually Bill out.
Right.
And the story I heard was very different than the story that was being told to me today by Bill's family of Bill and Bob's.
So it's not even a story you heard. It's a story that's been published, and it's kind of that is the known lore of the sandwich. So it's not like you were like, oh, well, so and so told me. It's like, no, it's been in like newspapers.
Yeah, the Salem News. Yeah. And out of his mouth, they were quotes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he needs to lie.
Right.
So basically what it was Bill and Bob's was started in the 50s by Bill and Bob. And at some point, Nondis showed up, worked there, bought one of them out, and eventually bought all of them one by one. That phrase was used.
Multiple times.
Yeah, felt a little salty.
Yeah.
A little salty.
Bought them all one by one.
One by one. And he didn't own Bill and Bob's until 1987, which I think means he didn't own the words Bill and Bob's.
Yeah.
He was paying a royalty to the original owners.
That you do.
They're using their name.
That you do.
Yeah. And so the story that I heard originally about James River was that Nondis flew down to Virginia, checked out the Smithfield plant, taste tested different barbecue sauces, and found one that he thought would go best on roast beef. That's in the newspaper. That's a quote from him.
It's an interesting story.
It is. The story I heard today was Bill Aylward of Bill and Bob's was driving home from Florida, stopped in Smithfield, Virginia, happened upon a flea market.
Interesting.
And was tasting barbecue sauces at a Smithfield, Virginia flea market.
As you do.
And discovered James River and had to buy so much of it, he had to basically buy a warehouse to store it because they wouldn't sell it to him in small amounts. And he was offered the distribution
for New England
of the New England region to sell James River, which he refused
because he was on the way out. He was basically he already has retirement goals.
He was going to retire. Those are two wildly different stories.
So I'm not calling either one a liar. First of all,
no, of course not. We don't know.
We don't know, and we don't. No. But there is, from a certain point of view, a possibility that both are true. So basically, if you look at it like this, it depends on when Nondis claims he went to Virginia to scout out this barbecue sauce, because it very well could have, the first story could have been Bill's coming home from Florida, stops at a flea market, starts taste testing barbecues, falls in love with James River, brings it back, buys so much of it because this is going to go great on my sandwich that he opens up rents out a warehouse or some shit. And over time, Nondis is purchasing Bill and Bob's locations, and whether it's during that period or after he completely owns it, that he says, well, okay, I'm going to go to the source of this and see if there's anything different, anything better, or if this is as good as it's going to get, and maybe work out some kind of other deal with them for bulk or whatever the fuck. That's just an argumentative, maybe both are telling the truth type of thing, because it's arguable that Nondis didn't even know the original story because nobody's fucking heard it.
True. Sure. Yeah. Never.
Because according to him in that article, that was his story. That's where he basically, and it's tough to say like he found it, but he might have just settled upon it in that moment. Like, okay, it's not going to get better than this.
And it didn't. It's still the best.
It still is. Yeah.
I was not, when I posted that nice little blurb about the man, I didn't expect pushback from the Bill and Bob's OGs, that family. And then I started looking at people trying to join the group.
And other names started lighting bells or lighting lights, lighting lamps. Fuck it.
Aylward and Laganakis were peppering the requests to join.
Yeah.
Those are the two important names.
Yeah.
And Bob Carter was the Bob.
You mean other ones?
Other people were joining the group
as this was going on.
Yes, and I'm obviously approving all of them.
Sure.
I'm a whore for members. Yeah. But the thing is, though, the point of my post wasn't Nondis invented the sandwich or invented Bill and Bob's. My point was, without him hiring all these Greek immigrants, we wouldn't have a shop every 50 feet.
Right.
He is the godfather of the Greek-owned roast beef shop.
Right.
Now, I know Bill and Bob's opened before he was there. There was a Bill and a Bob, and there was a Kelly's. But if Nondis hadn't hired every person who came over here and taught them how to do it, one, because he wasn't a selfish prick, helped them open their own shop, two, there wouldn't be a Nick's in Beverly, a Billy's in Wakefield, a John's in Lynn. They wouldn't exist.
I mean, half our sponsors.
Yes, exactly. These places are not, I mean, Nick's in Burlington, I don't think forget his story. I think he might have been a John's and Lynn guy. Okay. John's and Lynn is from Bill and Bob's.
Right.
Landon C. Never, he worked at Bill and Bob's, and then they were partners in the original Peabody Bill and Bob's.
Sure.
Everyone's connected, and that was the point. It was more of a celebration of this man's impact in the industry. Not that he invented anything, but I went with the idea that he found James River.
Yeah.
And that was the point of contention with these people.
It's such an interesting point.
I don't know. Again, I just go by what the newspaper said.
Right.
Taylor News said it. And it was a quote from him. I went to Virginia and discovered the sauce.
It's a funny thing because when you and I were texting before the show and we were reading the comments and stuff, it brought back a bunch of memories of like when I was working for the TV show, because the families are constantly infighting in these restaurants. And if one family sells and the other, some cousins are pissed off about this or some brothers are pissed off about that, and it's like, it's amazing to me. Like they will go to war over what the general public feels is little shit.
Well, too, is like it's never the ones who started it. It's always their fucking shitty grandkids.
Which, to me, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say there might be a little sour grapes that they sold out before I could get my piece.
Of course, yeah, no, yeah, you definitely
sell this thing, it becomes this massive thing, and I'm working 9 to 5.
I mean, the grandkid of the original of Bill owns a pizza shop in Beverly.
Sure.
Not called Bill and Bob's.
No.
It's just
and I could be completely wrong too. They just might not like each other.
That's true too. Yeah, definitely there was a lot of respect in the comments or trying to show respect.
Yeah.
With all due respect was said a few times, which generally means go fuck yourself.
Oh, with all due respect.
Hey. So, but it was you're wrong.
Yeah.
And this is like one of them said my grandfather opened Bill and Bob's in Salem in 1968, and the other one said no, my father did. Now that seems to be pretty easy to figure out.
With all due respect, you're fucking wrong.
Well, it turned out, because I did some research, I didn't understand how that was possible. The Aylwards did open the Salem Bill and Bob's.
Okay.
And in 1968, the year it was opened, Nondis bought it. So it seems like they got it started and he took it over. So they used their name to get the franchise money, and he bought it. So yeah, so technically both are right. One opened it and one ran it. Yeah. And that family still owns that location.
Which is also a common practice today.
It's so muddy.
Yeah.
And I just didn't realize when I made that post celebrating a person that I would get this controversial fucking like the Shakespeare, the Capulets and the fucking Montagues. Yeah. Yep. Like it's the fucking Beefio and Juliet over here. So
yeah.
That was this afternoon. It was not planned.
No.
Just wanted to say some nice things about good people and thank the man who gave me this sandwich.
Right.
Nope. Not okay.
How dare you? How dare you try to be sensitive and say something nice and something that everyone enjoys? Fuck you. Controversy,
Fuck you,
pal.
Fucking piece of shit. Probably gonna get zucked for it now too, because I raised money last week for somebody. So
of course, of course, that's how it always happens. Beef Madness is wrapping up the group will get shut down.
Yeah, we did a GoFundMe for Chris Findell, raised a bunch of money for that poor kid, and fucking Beef Madness is going. I'll get shut down.
They'll drop it like a week after Beef Madness ends, but as you're ramping up first Fergfest tickets.
So what's funny too is I was trying to find results from like 2 years ago on the Beef Madness, and I found who was posting them. Not Andy, not Andrew, not even Mandy. James Andrew Riverston was posting.
Jesus. I still tag that on the podcast because it's there.
That's how far back we had to go to get fucking gross. Well, speaking of Beef Madness, Mike.
Yes, sir.
We're in Beef Madness right now.
The Grade 8.
In the rows of it, the Elite 8, first of all.
Elite 8, Grade 8. I don't give a shit.
Well, we're sticking with the theme of the basketball. That they call
What's the Grade 8? What the fuck is it different?
The Grade 8's a fucking Phantom Gourmet skit.
Oh, that's right. It is.
Find fucking best 8 fried clams in America. Fucking cunt.
Give me a break. At least I didn't say the Grade 7.
That's true. You could have said the Grade 7. So speaking
from
of
the Garden State of Rhode Island.
Did you see that bridge collapse today? Did you see that?
Yes.
That's pretty fucked up, huh?
Super fucked up.
What was more fucked up is the video sent to me.
Yes.
Of I won't say who sent it because I don't want to out someone for being that insensitive. But the video, the gist of it was the ship was Bella's, and in the 7 sections of bridge that collapsed were the other 7 competitors in Beef Madness because Bella's is going to tear their bridge down, I guess.
Basically.
Eating their piece of shit for breakfast.
Yeah. As I told you, that's what the zoo's for.
Yep, the zoo. They dumped right in there. It was nice. A lot of wow reactions. It's a high quality video and it's well thought out. I was proud of that young man.
Fucking quick on the trigger there.
That didn't. Yeah, I heard about that, and that video was my.
I hadn't even seen the video until you sent me that, like the actual video.
That's fucked up, though. Imagine being on that bridge.
No, I can't imagine that.
I can't even believe how much destruction that one boat caused. But the boat was 300 yards long. That's 900 feet.
Meanwhile, James Cameron's over here like, fuck, that cost me about $2 million in True Lies.
Exactly.
And I only got a quarter of it.
A lot of conspiracy theories floating around out there, but I don't.
Fuck them.
I'm not getting into those. I'm not doing that. I mean, what's the point of closing the Baltimore Bridge? What's the illegals can't get in? What are we doing here? What's the point? Build the wall. I don't know.
Oh my god.
All right. So beef madness.
Yeah. Let's
couple big matchups.
Let's see where we start here.
Go to the Ortiz region if you want.
Ortiz. Let me see. Or Brady Ortiz. All right. I'm here.
Ortiz region was Athens versus Modern.
Yes.
Actually pretty close. For a while, Athens was winning.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, but I wonder if a trigger was pulled somewhere to get more votes.
By Athens.
No. Athens, I know what Athens does. Athens plays dirty. That's how they do it. I wonder if someone at Modern Butcher didn't want to lose.
Oh. Well, nobody wants to lose.
No, but yeah, they seem to rise above usually.
Yeah.
But it just felt like it went from Athens winning to all of a sudden down 30.
Well,
I don't know, but I probably
gone over the top.
Yeah. But I mean, the thing is though, Athens is a 6-day-a-week beefery. Modern's a 1-day, hopefully a week beefery.
Wait a minute, are they? Athens does 6. I haven't heard that Modern has 1 day a week ever.
Oh yeah. No one even mentions it.
Nobody mentions it.
Not even that cunt who asked them for money last week after he badmouthed them.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that fucking douchebag.
Settle down.
Yeah, really. What do you think? He's deep into it again. Oh. Badmouthing them all week. Just shut the fuck up. Stop talking.
Here's the thing, pal. You're not special. Nobody gives a shit.
The whole Modern hate, I've been over before. It baffles me. Yeah. Which is why I make sure I include them, because it baffles me and bothers other people.
I think it's also some people's way of taking shots at you because you skipped the line, and that pisses them off because they can't skip the line because they didn't create this group.
Exactly. I mean, it's the least they can do is let me skip the line.
Right.
At least they do shots. Do they not know what the shots we do with them?
No, they don't know about that.
So
we did shots.
Okay, we did shots. The last time I was there. The last time I was there was the purely Boston guys, and we dicked around outside too long and missed the shots.
No, we definitely did shots.
Okay.
We kicked in the door. We got the side eye from the guy.
Yeah, we skip the line. You do some shots. You sit in the fucking best spot. You drink all the beer.
Talk to Dougie, the bouncer.
Eat the beef. Talk to Dougie, and you fucking leave 2 hours later drunk.
Oh, yeah, I was so drunk.
And then you go to Twisted
Fate and drink more.
Listen, I'm sorry.
Then I airplane into the fucking Cabaret door.
Yeah. Did I tell you the plan we have coming up in a few weeks? So maybe a month or so when it's warm out.
No.
Me and the whoever wants to participate, other group members are going to do the line.
Actually stand in line.
But we're going to get there early, set up a tent, have chairs, set up cornhole and a cooler, and sit in the sidewalk and drink and hang out.
All right.
Anything worth doing. I'll be first in line. I'm going to do fucking, I'll be hanging out. Maybe I'll sling some merch.
You know a Danvers copper too that can, grease that fucking wheel?
I know all the cops.
There you go. All set.
It's like 3 of them, the whole fucking city, and they're all nice.
All set.
Hey, buddy, you know the beef group? Good. Shut the fuck up. Leave me alone.
Throw a couple bucks into a cut and the cigarettes. There you go, pal.
Yeah. Modern beat Athens. It was closer than I expected it to be, but it was still a decent beat. Yeah. 30 or so votes. Then Anthony's in Reading went up against Anthony's in Methuen, so a little cannibalism.
Sure.
Because they were both at one point owned by the same people.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, no. Anthony's in Reading. Methuen got bought out by a different person like a year ago. Okay. Reading smoked them. That wasn't a surprise. They're more popular and they're a better spot. Fucking Methuen. Who's going to
Methuen? Really?
I was there today, but not to get a beef. I was there looking at work, and I actually drove by Anthony's in Methuen to see if the sticker was on the door because I know I sent him one.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay. But I just thought, you never know. If someone doesn't tell me they got it, I don't know if they got it because I mailed a lot of them. So that was the Ortiz division. So now we have Modern, which is the 1 day a week Marvel, against one of the few 7 day a week spots. Anthony's does not close.
Really?
On Sundays. They do all 7.
Good to know.
And they're really popular. And here's the kick in the ass for Modern. They're not selling beefs this week because it's Easter and they're a butcher shop, and that takes precedent over their sandwiches.
Right.
So I am going to predict an upset.
Possibly. At the very least, it's going to be a lot closer.
I think Anthony's has got it. Athens gave Modern too big of a fight for them to lose to Anthony's. To beat Anthony's, I think. Yeah. I'm predicting the upset. Just predicting it. Next, we have the Bird division.
The Bird?
Who did Bella's go? Oh, Bella's won against those poor guys from
Georgia and Lisa, Maine. Poor bastards.
Yeah, they know too.
They were valiant effort, but wow, it was a savage beating.
They were, I think Bella's had as many votes as George and Leon's got total in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was a 4-hour window.
Yeah.
And that's nothing against George and Leon's. Their issue is their location. They're in Maine.
Yeah.
And Bella's is the most popular beef shop in the fucking planet right now.
Yeah. I mean, you're going up against fucking the force of God here.
Yeah, you got the psycho Harry who does not want to lose.
No. Oh, no.
He's got special fucking onion rolls. He's got professor sandwiches. He's setting up a ring light for people to do video reviews.
Know your fucking audience, man.
Yeah. So that was unfortunate. But what's funny is during the round of 32, George and Leon's had a tough matchup against the 5 seed, and they pushed real hard to win. And they did. They on their socials, on Instagram, whatever. Yep. Not as much in this round. It's like almost like, all right, we're not gonna put some effort in, but no matter what we do, we can't win.
Right.
I mean, we're going against fucking Bellas. Right. What are we doing? So that was unsurprising. Matchup of the week.
The Bird division was completely unsurprising to me.
It was not. Yeah, it's true. It would have. I tell you what, the next matchup would have been much, much closer, and possibly the 3 seed over the 2 seed had the stuff that happened not happen.
Right, exactly.
The controversy. Because Londy's in North Andover. Yeah, Londy's in North Andover versus James in Peabody.
Right.
I mean, Londy's doesn't have Ted anymore.
Sure.
And they've been keeping the quality pretty high, but it's dipped a bit.
But it's also, they're just without Ted recently, so they're still riding that wave.
Yes. And then Jamie's is, say what you want about the scores, and if their scores have gone down, popularity-wise, they're as popular as anybody.
Sure.
So,
and they're also a pusher on social media.
Yes, they are. I think had we not had the controversy, we'll call it.
Sure.
I think Jamie's would have beat Londy's.
I agree 100%.
I think it would have been an awesome matchup, Bella's versus Jamie's in the round of 8. I was looking forward to that.
I was actually surprised it didn't look more like Bella's and George and Leon's. That was going into it, and the vitriol hate coming out all week long.
Yeah,
I was expecting a Bella's, George and Leon's type of score for Londy's, to be quite honest. But
because I know a lot of people don't pay attention like we do.
That was my initial thought. It's like, well,
not everyone's living and breathing this.
Not everybody is such a gossip whore like us.
Yes, and oh boy, are we. So Londy's put a pretty good beating on Jamie's. Yeah. Wasn't crazy.
Nope.
I sent you that thing that was sent to me about Jamie's.
Get in the high school thing, right?
High school newspaper. It was like, what gives you March Madness? And it was like the answers were like calculus.
Yeah.
And this kid wrote Jamie's roast beef. I get a bad vibe from them.
Fucking.
Like, how many times can they get kicked while they're down?
It's a sniper.
I even actually reached out to him. Like, hey, that was pretty funny. He's like, well, it's my opinion. I go, listen, I don't care. I just thought it was funny.
I found it hilarious there's still high school newspapers.
That's true. It's in print, too.
In ink.
In ink. So that was pretty. Yeah, he gets a bad vibe from them.
Bad vibe. All right.
He told me, he goes, I just don't like. I think they're mediocre, which is funny coming from a Manchester kid because the beefs in that area suck. It'd be one thing if you lived in, North Andover, and you had all these great shops around. You're like, oh, no, Jamie's isn't good. No, buddy, that's the closest beef that's even edible to you.
Okay, so the picture of the paper was sent to you.
Yes.
You weren't having access to a Manchester high school newspaper for any reason.
No. That was I don't know where it originated. I know who sent it to me, but that person also doesn't have access to a Manchester high school newspaper.
Because my assumption when you said it, I didn't know it was Manchester. I assumed it was Danvers.
No, that's a Manchester high school newspaper.
Okay.
For a Manchester student who said Jamie's gives him a bad vibe.
So, okay.
Which nowadays vibe's a different word than we would use it as. I mean, it's he doesn't feel comfortable going there and the food's not good. Like, that's not vibe to me. Like, the vibe's different.
Interesting.
So now we have a Bella's in North Andover versus a Londy's in North Andover battle, which is great. And I set it up to have either one of these two options, really, because they both fascinate me.
Mm-hmm.
A former champ versus Bella's or their neighboring town shop. So we got the town neighbors, Bella's versus Londy's. I'm predicting an absolute curb stomping by Bella's.
Mm-hmm.
I wish Ted was still at Londy's, because then it would be interesting.
Yeah.
Especially with their rivalry.
Sure.
Those two men and their beef, same town, their neighbors, the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's a whole damn vibe.
It's a whole vibe.
Vibe.
So
yeah, no, I think we're gonna have a Bella's versus Anthony's and Reading matchup in the Final Four, which I'm looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're both really awesome. One of the best beefs I've ever had in my life was from Anthony's.
Interesting.
It was one of those take a bite and sit back in a chair and go, "What the fuck?"
And it was the Reading one.
It was Anthony's Reading. Yeah, I mean they're all good. There's no bad Anthony. That's the craziest thing. All three Anthony's.
Yeah.
Two of them are 2 seeds. One's a 3 seed. And the one that's a 3 seed could have been a 2 seed easily. I just had to I couldn't put them all as 2 seeds.
Right.
Like all 3 places absolutely fuck. But yeah, I remember going to Anthony's in Reading one time with my work crew, and we all got Junior's onion rolls, and we all took a bite and went, "What the fuck is going on today? This is not even normal." Like, the flavor was through the fucking roof.
Recently or a while ago?
3-4 months ago.
Okay.
It was
recent enough.
Yeah, it's been a little while, but it's not like they changed.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this. They're the ones who got us the beast for the Ronnie Deutsch Be a Man event.
Oh, okay.
That's where the beefs came from. And by the time the contestants ate them, they were dry as fuck because they've been sitting in that container for like an hour.
Sure.
And that everyone that did it was like, they're impossible to eat because they're so dry. Not Ronnie Deutsch though. Just fucking send it.
Kid's a professional.
Right down the gullet.
He knows the audience.
But he can't beat me in a chug off. Unless he can prove otherwise. Because he didn't. He didn't prove it. He won't prove it. Ain't out there. So in the Orr division.
Yep. Tessie's and
Tessie's.
Tewksbury.
Yeah, versus 110
Amesbury.
Okay. That was a kind of a battle, but eventually Tessie's is so loved.
They really are.
In that Merrimack Valley area, Tewksbury, Lowell, and Amesbury's great. And they're again, neither one of these shops are bad, but
somebody's got to win.
Someone has to win.
Right.
And I don't think Tessie's politics either.
I mean, do they have to?
No, they don't even have an Instagram page.
They don't really have to. Well, they got Jerry's Instagram page.
Yeah, exactly. all I fucking do is just hashtag Tessie's. I can't tag them.
Right.
I bet the owner twice.
Also bizarre.
Super nice guy.
Also just bizarre. How do you not have a social media presence in the restaurant industry?
Do they need it? They have me.
I mean, fair.
They have Jerry.
Fair.
And they're going against the other Anthony's, the one who sponsors this show, Anthony's in Tewksbury.
Yep, who beat out Supremes.
They beat out Supremes, which Supremes had a good run.
Surprising.
Yeah, 6 seed going this far. That's impressive. Good for them. But again, Anthony's in Tewksbury was going to win that.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah. But Supremes has been on, like we've talked about it, but kind of been a roller coaster of quality over the last handful of years, basically.
Depends on who owns it.
Yeah.
They're also on the Bill and Bob's tree, one step off.
Sure. The owners now.
No. The original owners, Metaxas.
Yes, they are.
He's an original Bill and Bob's guy.
Gotcha.
But yeah, the new owners now. I never met them. I was such a coward when I gave them their sticker. I went full coward mode.
Oh my god!
I think I was I was having my fucking depression, anxiety goes up and down everybody else's, and I was having a bad week, and I had these stickers to give out, and I was stressing out about it. So I went in there and had lunch and left the sticker on the table. Do you know what they did? No, not only did they put the sticker in the window, they made a dozen photocopies of it, and they're all over the windows. I'm like, good for you.
Oh God.
If only I'd put it on the window, I would have fucking.
See, I thought you were going to say they made a bunch of copies and started selling them.
No. They haven't done that dirty thing in a while. That's a couple owners ago.
Yeah, I know. So Anthony's advances against Tessie's and Tewksbury.
So both Tewksbury restaurants, which is cool. I like the idea of that. Sure. It's going to be interesting because if you look at the scores, average scores for the last 6 months, Anthony's does better than Tessie's.
Yeah.
But the way Tessie's has been performing in the tournament, it's like the quiet majority who doesn't do reviews is just like, yeah, no, we like Tessie's.
Yeah.
But the loudmouth idiots like me who do reviews likes Anthony's. We shall see. Prediction?
Pain.
Yeah, pain. It's going to be painful. I don't have a rooting interest, but I have to support our sponsors.
Yeah.
And I get a feeling Tessie's is going to take them out on. To be truthful, and here's the thing: I don't actually like Tessie's better personally, but Tessie's is for size queens.
It really is.
If you're like Jerry and you want a big, tall, girthy fucking beef, that's where you go.
Yeah.
If you're like me, you don't mind a little shorter stack that tastes better. Anthony's is better.
Like you said, in the popularity contest that is social media, the glamour beefs are going to come out ahead most of the time.
Yeah, every time. Yeah. Even though Anthony's does the fucking beef Beano, they do
stuff like that should help them. It really should. And if they jumped on it, they have enough Instagram presence and they're good enough at it that they could do something. I mean, Jesus, their food pictures on the gram are as good as anybody's.
Yeah, no, they do a great job. I think Adam's wife knows how to take a picture, and Adam's good at dick jokes. They're a good combination. Like when he responds to the Venmo, it's always about hand jobs or something of that.
Then it gets sent back, and you're like, "Come on, please stop."
Yeah, I mean, listen. Yeah, that was Gary. That was Gary. Gary Girolamo didn't enjoy the sex I sent him.
Not for sex. Brady Division.
Hold on. Jumptown saying he can never get a small stack at any of these joints.
I knew you were fucking reading his comments.
I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you right now, Jumptown. It's because you messaged people before you go, you fucking weirdo.
Damn, shots fired.
You let them know, hey, it's your boy Adam Jumptown. I'm on my way. We don't know about we do. Anyways, hope your beer is good. And if you hope you tasted it first, pal.
Is he making a beer?
He's doing something with Epigram Brewing. I think it's got something to do with, I think it's like an infused beer with weed.
Oh, cool.
Adam, you're over there telling me I'm a liar, but am I right about that? Is it infused weed beers? You said it had some sort of, I don't know, some fucking thing. And it's one of the beers they already brew, but they're doing something with Jumptown to make it different. It might be weed infused or have a little cannabis flavor. I don't know.
All right.
He doesn't know either. He doesn't know what we do.
All right.
So, yeah, Tessie's versus Anthony's in the Elite Eight. It's infused. Okay. So it's going to have a little THC.
All right.
I'll get down with that. Pete's in Woburn.
Yep.
They beat Nicky's North
Andover. I mean, maybe last year this would have surprised me, but Pete's has just been demolishing the reviews in the last.
Pete's is a juggernaut.
Half a year, basically.
And George really wants this.
You kind of get that feeling. You kind of get that feeling when you read the reviews, when you hear about people going there. It's like, oh, okay, he's making this a personal thing. The next one, closest match ever, maybe.
Literally, it can't be closer, can it?
You sent me. Why did you vote for them? Okay. So here's the awkward thing.
Yeah, I am curious about that. You've never had either one of these places, have you?
No, Toast used to sponsor us. Oh. I haven't had either one, so that's where I leaned. But also it was so close. I'm like, Zeno's is probably going to edge them out just because it's the more popular one. I feel so. I go with the underdog. There was two trains of thought, but it is a little awkward because we interact so much that my name is always on whichever one I vote for.
Yep, it is where you and Dan Ball always.
It didn't help when I fucked up the Knicks.
I got message about Knicks OG and you voting for him.
I know, and we explained it last week. It was because the pitches were fucked up.
Yeah. So yeah, the Pete's absolutely smoked Nicky's, and then Tomatasso's lost by 1 vote to Zeno's. It was literally tied with seconds to go. We were going to overtime, and I clicked I refreshed the page at 7 on the dot, and it was fucking 1 vote up on Zeno's, and I screenshotted it and said, there we go, we have a winner.
Had I known, I could have jumped or something or activated a fake account to just make a tie.
I thought about it, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't get involved in that. No. Even Mandy Berg didn't vote in that one. But you know what's funny? I do know of people who did use burners to vote twice for Tomatasso's.
It doesn't surprise me. I mean,
I don't know anyone who voted twice for Zeno's, but I know of more than one person using multiple profiles to vote for Tomatassos.
More than half the group has a burner account. It's just.
I mean, listen, I can't police all that.
That's because they're fucking assholes. They're plain and simple.
Yeah, if I can't,
it's because
I can't police that.
They say something in the group, it gets that one shut down, and they're like, "Oh, well, I'm going to keep saying stuff."
Yeah. To address something real quick in the Facebook comments, why did my Beachmont roast beef post get taken down today?
Did it?
Yeah, no, his post. That's where I got the one I posted on Instagram.
Oh.
Well,
Rick, you posted in the group.
Yeah, you don't post that in the group. It's a review group.
It's a fucking review group, guy.
Yeah, we don't do news.
No.
We don't need a sign getting taken down by a bulldozer.
What are the rules?
Buy a beef, to take a picture, give it a score.
Throw an acronym or two. Don't be a dick.
Acronym only. One picture only. We don't do recommendations. We don't do fucking news articles, unless I do, and I'll do the fuck I want. But it's a review page. Yeah. It's only for that, unless your name's me. Unless your name's Andy, it's a review page.
Thing, pal. You didn't want it to stay up. Your notifications will be going for the next 4 days.
You had 11 minutes of glory. That must have been awesome. I saw it. I said no. But I did steal a picture first and give credit to the person who took the picture.
Of course, and then you move it over to the page. That's what the page is for.
The Instagram, exactly. I have a page for that stuff. It's easy. Yeah.
The page you're literally watching this on.
It's all good. Yeah, this page here, you're watching this. That's where they go.
Literally the post below this video.
We just don't go. We don't go in the group with nonsense.
No,
unless we're doing an anarchy weekend. Because if we allowed you to do it, young man, Rick, we would have to allow everyone to do it, and every fucking idiot would be up there causing trouble.
You've tried the anarchy weekends. You find out how very unfunny people really are.
Exactly.
So enough cunt jokes. We get it.
Yeah, no.
Your sandwich looks like a vagina.
The roast beef vagina comparisons are so fucking funny. Everyone laughs.
Vagina jokes in the first 15 minutes.
My favorite one is a picture of a woman. It's a cartoon of a woman pulling her underwear to the side.
That's a hilarious one. That's a good bit.
But superimposed is the roast beef from Arby's, and it says we have the meats, and it makes me laugh out loud every time. I loll so hard every time.
Fitzy wants anarchy weekend on Easter.
I mean, he would be risen.
Here's the thing. Anarchy weekends is anytime Andy can't get Wi-Fi in fucking Maine.
Yes, exactly.
You can always
have at it. It's like have at it, kids.
We'll be texting about something. I'm in Maine. I'm like, that explains a lot about what's going on in the group right now. 2 photos.
Should I not do Beef Madness on Easter?
I wouldn't do it on Easter Sunday.
But why? Do people celebrate Easter?
I don't fucking know. I'm going to be at a brewery. That's my Easter. I'm going to be doing laundry and going to my breweries.
I'm thinking.
Bar hops on fucking Easter. We're going to
do all 4 matchups of the Elite 8 on Saturday.
I mean, okay, so here's the thing. The other train of thought is do them, fuck them. That will show who's the fuck is paying attention and who really gives a shit.
That's right.
And it's not like it's Greek Easter.
Whoa, that's in a while. Why is Easter so early this year? What the fuck's going on?
I don't know. Jesus is in a rush.
It's got something to do with the moon, I think.
Got to get here.
Yeah, hurry up. Get back here.
Get here.
So Pete's versus Zeno's in the Elite 8 of the Brady division.
That should be a really good one, though. Zeno's has the, I don't know, to me, a relative outsider, Zeno's seems to have the popularity vote, but Nick's is like that, the new hot chick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Pete's.
Yeah, I think I'm going Pete's.
You said Nick's.
Did I say Nick's?
Yeah.
Sorry, there's 40 Nick's fucking banners in front of me.
No, Pete's is the fresh new smoke show.
Yeah.
And she just came to school. She just moved from Maine. Big tits, nice ass.
Pete's is Sydney Sweeney.
Yes.
Zeno's is Alexandra Daddario. I gotta say her name real fucking fast so I can get it out.
I like that analogy. Yeah. So I'm saying we got a Pete's Tessie's Final Four matchup and an Anthony's Bella's Final Four matchup. And we have some fucking heavyweight hit shit going on there. That's going to be a fucking bloodbath.
Anthony's upsetting Modern, even though it's 1 and 2, feels like a holy shit moment.
It's not because of who has the best sandwich. It's because who has the most available sandwich.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. You can't. They didn't plan on closing during Beef Madness, but they are closed for Beef Madness. Not closed, but not serving beefs. It's not.
No, correct me wrong. Didn't they?
What are you gonna do?
Didn't they not serve beefs like 2 weeks ago? Also.
Yeah, there was a sourcing issue.
Yes, that's twice during this contest. And that was the one where one of the guys drove past them or something, even though they posted for like a week straight. We're not going to.
Yeah, he drove there. There. Eddie Holmes.
Eddie Holmes. There you go. All right.
Eddie Holmes drove there and wrote a long post about how big of assholes they are for not being open. That
lasted for about 12 minutes. Congratulations, because a picture of your middle finger.
He got dragged.
Yeah, seriously. Well, that's just it. Even, and I hate giving him any sorts of credit, but even Rich Ellison chimed in. He's like, even I knew, and I live in Florida.
Exactly. Everyone
fucking knew.
So that is the Beef Madness plan. This Saturday, we're going to do all 4 matchups on Saturday on the same day, and we'll decide if we'll do the semifinals on Easter.
I think do it. Now that I've thought about it, and now that I processed the no Greek Easter thing, do it. Fuck them. Okay. Let's see who's paying attention. Let's see who really wants to put in the effort that they're gonna campaign and get the votes on a fucking holiday.
And there's only 2 matchups.
Everybody has the day off. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm gonna drop the matchups on Sunday because there's only 2.
Yeah.
At noon at the same time, and leave them open for 8 hours.
There you go.
If you can't fucking vote in an 8-hour window,
come on,
you're an idiot.
You don't love your family that much, or Jesus.
Fucking Easter, what a lame holiday. He's risen. Grow up.
Fuck off.
What are we doing? We're rising.
Let the kids run around the yard, pick up some fucking eggs. It's all done by 2:00 in the afternoon tops.
All right. So that's.
So is it Saturday and Sunday?
Saturday and Sunday. We'll have the finalists after this weekend. I'll probably drop the final midweek next week. I don't know if I want to wait till the weekend. We'll see. All right.
Thank you to our sponsors this week. Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage. Buy and refi with Gary.com is the website where you can get your free rate quote. God damn it. Oh, every time. Drink. Mike fucked up an ad. On Instagram, buy and refi. Housing is what it is, but if you want to get a good rate quote, Gary is your guy. Gary Girolamo and the Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage. Again, the website, buy and refi with Gary.com. Click on free rate quote. Ha! Got that one out. Or slide into his DMs over on the Instagram at buy and refi. Thank you to Ben Franklin Print Company, 177 North Main Street in Middleton. The website, benfranklinprintco.com, and you can even basically customize and check out what your prints will look like, whether it's on a shirt, whether you're wrapping a boat or wrapping a van, or even if you have an e-commerce shop, Joe can handle all your needs. Ben Franklin Print Co.com and the Instagram at benfranklin_printco. Mention F Buddies and get 10% off your next order, kid. Twisted Fate Brewing, 120 Andover Street. That's Route 114 in Danvers. Behind the Guitar Center in front of the Walmart. TwistedFateBrewing.com is the website. Click on Find Our Beer so you can find out what bars are pouring Twisted Fate and what liquor stores are selling Twisted Fate. And make sure to head over and follow the Instagram at Twisted Fate Brewing so you can check out the weekly tap room hours. As in this week, let's see, Thursday is going to be a 3 to 9. There is a 7 p.m. Dad's Club meetup. And Friday is 2 to 10. Read a bell. 8 p.m. comedy show on Friday night. Tickets are in the at Twisted Fate Brewing bio. Saturday's noon to 8, and Sunday, of course, is Easter, so they will be closed. Yeah, that's right. Sunday's Easter, right?
Sunday's Easter, all day.
Is it the 30th? 30th? What fucking dates?
I don't know what dates are. I think it's the 30th. What's today?
What dates? It's the 31st. Dave,
why do you need to know dates?
Well, because he has April 1st there, and I thought it was in March.
Oh,
Dave, update your shit.
It's March 31st.
There you go. It's March 31st. Nevertheless, they're closed on Easter.
Don't go there on Easter.
At Twisted Fate Brewing on the gram.
Well, Jesus will not be found there.
What do we have coming up next?
So I had to go out of the room just now because my kid's been texting me.
Go on.
To pick her up at work at 8 instead of 9.
Jesus Christ.
She knows.
She knows what you do.
Yeah, my wife's on it. I'm like, don't. You know what though? But she works at a local. I'm not going to say where, but a local submarine shop, a fast casual service restaurant type place. You know,
One of those aquamarine shops. She's a
no, like yeah,
deep
yeah,
sea diver, snorkel.
Yes, yeah. She works at one of those places that has an iPad that might spin.
Yeah, exactly.
And she makes so much fucking money.
Oh yeah,
like just
from spinning the iPad.
Not more. It's more online orders.
It's such a guilt thing, that iPad. We've talked about it so many fucking times.
And it's she makes a little above minimum wage because she's a young kid, 60 years old.
Yeah.
But she works the front of the shop, and she gets what her and the other person working the front of the house, like that take the orders.
Sure.
They get 100% of the online tips.
Oh, okay.
Because it's illegal. It's illegal to do it any other way.
Pickups only or delivery too? Or you mean DoorDash?
No, it's pickups.
I don't even know how
it's online ordering with pickups.
Okay.
I think the delivery driver gets, but if it's an online order you pick up and you throw 10% at the cashier at the thing.
At the app,
In Massachusetts, it's illegal to share tips with the back of the house.
First of all, that's fucked up.
But
that's a good fucking deal for her.
She's like,
she works
10 hours a week.
Yeah.
Right? And she's averaging $70 in tips.
Jesus.
Plus, she gets paid to work there. Fuck, I'm getting a job at this place.
Seriously,
I can smile. I can smile at the best of them. She probably makes more per hour than a lot of people do. And she just stands there and says, "What size sub would you like? What toppings?"
Size sub.
Yeah, would you like another drink? Would you like a drink? Would you want a bag of chips?
Do you want fries?
In the iPad. Would you like fries with that? Yeah, so that is the law. Because we've talked about the place in Beverly that Crave. They have a fee on every order, and it's not a tip. It's
the kitchen fee.
The back of the house fee. Yeah. So, anyways, I walked out and told my wife to answer her fucking phone.
Jesus Christ.
And she said, "I'm on it."
There you go.
I said, "Great." You know what she did last night to me? I got a wife story. I got a good wife story for you.
All right, I will sit back.
Last night, I look at so March Madness in basketball is going on right now, right? And I fill out a bracket every year and I enter pools. Okay. My wife does two. My kid does one. We all do a bracket and we kind of have an in-house competition as to who does best. Plus, there's money involved. So it's $10 per bracket. There's like 200 people in this thing. So you win a lot of money.
Sure.
I'm in first of all the people right now. I have a horseshoe up my ass. I'm not skilled. I don't have I have luck. I've picked every upset so far. So I'm in first. My wife's in 17th. My kid's in 12th. I look at my phone. I go, "Wow, I'm still in first, huh?" As I'm walking away. She goes, "I don't want to talk about it." I go, "Oh, sorry. You suck." She throws a fucking remote at me.
Jesus Christ.
Right? It's the remote for my TV that I can't, like the real one that came with. I can't just break it.
Right.
I got a fucking bad foot right now.
Yeah.
She throws it at my foot. I have to use my bad foot to block the fucking thing from shattering off the ground.
Uh-huh.
And I think I go, "What's wrong with you?" She goes, "I don't like you bringing up March Madness." I go, "Okay, what's wrong with you? You're throwing things." I go, "I know you married a crazy Greek broad, but don't throw things at me."
Boy, you're really good at cooling down the situation there, pal.
Yeah. Oh, no, I escalated.
Way to go, Dalton.
I go, "You better fucking start apologizing in soon. Because I'm not doing this tonight." And I put on something bad on TV and put the remote far away that she had to get up and get it, and that didn't make her happy.
What'd you put on?
The Portlandia.
Not a fan.
No, it is. My TV defaults to that. So I have a Samsung TV.
Jesus Christ.
And Samsung has a their own network.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say your TV defaults to IFC.
If I just push power on my TV to turn it on, it goes to Portlandia.
Fucking weird.
I don't I have to change the input and go to cable box or Netflix or whatever.
It's a hell of a contract they got, huh? Shit.
Well, no, because it's.
Or is it just Andy doesn't know how to set his TV?
No, I figured it out. There's a way to go to Axman instead. They have their own little channels. Okay. Axman's fun to watch for a minute.
It's Axman.
Guys chopping down trees.
Fair enough. Good name.
Yeah, I don't mind that. So yeah, guess what, Mike? She apologized begrudgingly.
She gave you a spite apology.
And I said, "I'm not talking about this again. Say you're sorry. And stop being a psycho." She said, "I'm sorry." It was basically the "I'm sorry" that happens in the beginning of Old School. when the girls, what's her name's caught fucking having a gangbang.
Jesus Christ.
It was that sorry. I'm like really sorry. It was the most insincere apology in the history of apologies. I got my apology. I was yelling, no, fuck you, fuck you. She's yelling, fuck you back to me. Like, no, fuck you.
You catch the red eye home early and two fucking nude people jump out of class like a goddamn magic show. And that's where it stops, and we're going to move on.
Yeah, what a movie. I haven't watched that tonight.
Like a goddamn magic show.
So you texted me earlier tonight, Mike.
I texted you all night last night.
As you do. Oh, yeah, well, that was we were comparing notes about something. Yeah. You retired from bowling. You don't bowl.
No, I retired officially from competitive professional bowling this weekend. I sustained a unfortunate career-ending injury to my my ring finger on the right hand and my right forearm, middle capillary.
Your ulna.
My ulna. Thank you. Unfortunately, I have resigned from professional competitive bowling, as well as my summer league professional competitive darts.
You're not going to play darts now?
I can't do it. It's
the same motion.
It's just
the
reverse thing.
Hold on. Are you going to be giving yourself the stranger now? Because it's the same thing.
You know, that was the best part of this. Yes, I can confirm. Old lefties coming out of retirement.
Gotta love the left-handed jerk. Gotta love a good lefty jerk. When I broke my wrist once, my right arm. Oh boy, lefty was a strong contender.
What the fuck I did? I was drunk bowling.
That's fucking awesome.
Fucking so basically my middle and right ring finger all the way down to about my elbow. Like if I pick up anything tight, like in the clenching motion, it feels like every part of me is being stabbed. It sucks.
So your days of pleasuring a woman and finding a G-spot and the clit are over.
No, that I'm good with the toes.
You can use that big old tiggly bit toe.
That big old fucking toe, brother.
Because you got to do the fucking the finger up and the thumb. It's a whole game.
You don't get to where I'm at without improvising once in a while and throwing a toe in there.
I saw a funny meme that if you manage to pull that off, where you find the G spot and the clit, her body takes a screenshot of you. So that's pretty good. I like that. That's not bad.
That's quality shit right there.
I mean, Robbie Roadsteamer was fingering girls, in Liberty Tree Mall, and I mean, how could he do that with your injury?
It's true.
He was on earlier. He was here earlier.
Lefty is so fucking weird, though.
I have
got to reposition everything I'm used to in bed now. It's
you bed jerker offers are so weird to me.
Well, no, I don't mean that. I just
romance.
It's like
light a candle, pull your pud.
Especially because I'm righty. You forget how much you fucking do until the bitch of it. It's going to be fantastic because I have intermittent carpal tunnel in the left hand.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so when that kicks in and this is happening, I might as well just do one of those casts like this.
You're gonna be hiring a girl to just jerk you off. Just give me a hand.
Be fucking being real nice to the people at Johnny Brown's those nights.
All of a sudden, he's trying to fucking jerk himself off his feet. Get up here.
I'll be hiring fucking high school wrestlers to pretzel me.
Be like D-Frank. Get one of those fucking suction cup fucking wall pussies. Just fucking wall. He has a suction cup vagina that has water active. That's water activated, so you go water in there and it pulsates and you fucking.
I know you've memorized Billy's fucking catalog, but no, he doesn't. No, he really doesn't. Come on. What the fuck is a water activated? So what? He's getting a fuck.
I don't know what to say right now.
Dumping a fucking water bottle on his dick first.
No, he's in the shower.
Oh!
Yeah, he fills that shit with water in the shower and then bangs it against the wall.
Not that I ever wanted to picture Mike fucking banging a half a torso, but I definitely was picturing him in the bedroom dumping water bottles on his dick to activate this fucking half a person.
Thoughts on Nick's Place Burlington, asking the Instagram comments. I was there last week. They got an approved sticker. They're fucking great, and they are also sponsoring this
Brand
week.
new sponsor this week, throwing heat.
Unplanned by me.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that's clear. I didn't go there to get a sponsor. I went there to get a beef and give a sticker.
Yeah.
We asked about sponsorships months ago.
Well, he's also like and as you know, Will went there. And he was on the road working, and he sent me a picture. And he's like, at here, but the owner loves the group and he's like, because he's like, well, oh, you in the beef group? Because he saw Will taking a picture. You know, what are you going to review? How is it? Make sure everything was good. And Will is on a marital hiatus from Facebook for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, as you know, once or twice he can go a little hard in the paint on his comments.
A little hard.
But he's like, oh, no, I don't really do that stuff. But he's like, but I know Mike and Andy and blah, blah. He's like, oh, we got to tell Andy to come down and blah, 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 blah. All that stuff. And then literally 2 days later, you're like, yeah, they signed up.
Well, you know what it was? Is I went there again.
But they have been inquiring for a couple months now.
Oh, months months. But I went there because they deserved the approved sticker. I happened to be in the area. I think I was in Woburn, which is close.
The Will connection was a huge coincidence.
Yes, which was kind of. Here's the thing, though. I'm such a whore for high quality sandwiches, and when I'm near Pete's, it's really hard not to go to Pete's.
And Woburn is pretty fucking close to Burlington.
It is. It's the same exit.
Yeah.
Literally, the Wynn Street exit to get to Nick's, you just go right instead of left. They're not that close, but you're at a point where you can go 4 miles one way or 4 miles the other. So
sure.
Again, I don't like to get out of my beef comfort zone if I can help it. I get a handful of places I know. And listen, I'm a big George guy. I just like to be around him. He exudes happiness. He's the happiest person alive. I gotta
meet this guy. I've heard so many good things about him.
I mean, he was at the Cabaret briefly, but he didn't stay long enough.
Yeah.
He just walked by, waved, and he has braces, which I love.
Okay, I definitely didn't.
A grown man with braces is like my favorite thing.
Maybe I did, Rick. I don't know.
Hold on. A grown man with braces is third behind midgets and Hut Down syndrome girls.
On your algorithm?
Just in general, I like those three things. They make me happy, those three things.
Okay.
If you want to bring a smile to my face,
for wildly different reasons.
I mean, I'm only jerking off at 2 out of 3.
Gotcha.
But a grown man with braces is it brings a smile to my face. I can't explain it, but if you're 43 years old and you have braces, you make me happy.
Gotcha.
I went to Nick's, and the owner is Nick. That's
Holy
Nick
shit! You're no way.
But no, half the time it's not a Nick anymore.
I know. That's what I'm saying. This is no fucking Nicks that actually own Nicks.
So Nick owns Lexington and Burlington.
Okay.
His son, fresh out high school, 19 years old, is the one running Burlington, and that's the one I talked to who made the decision to be part of the show. But the kids, I just love. He had passion.
Yeah.
So much passion. The kid fucking loves this game he's in. And now what was funny was that when I was at CNS today, he goes, "Hope he doesn't discover pussy in clubs," because that fucked me up for quite a few years. Which is a great line.
That's fucking fantastic.
Pussy in clubs. I'm a fan of Nick's and Burlington, obviously.
Sure.
What's
up next?
How about McDonald's? I don't understand how they're going to be serving Krispy Kreme donuts. Did they buy out Krispy Kreme?
My assumption, yes. It was enough places and it was big enough news. None of them have actually, again, I haven't clicked on a single fucking article.
I read 2 lines of one.
But none of the headlines have said that. But the headline is, by the end of 2025, every McDonald's will be selling Krispy Kreme donuts.
Does that mean I can get a quad on a Krispy Kreme donut?
That will 100% be an option. Why else? Why else would McDonald's buy or even partner with a donut company if they weren't going to substitute that as buns?
What's the beginning? It's a Wu-Tang song, but it's from a karate movie. It's 10 Million Ways to Die.
Choose one. Yeah.
That's literally McDonald's now. Yeah. Here you go. Yep. Figure it out. How do you want to die today? Do you want to die from the burgers or the donuts?
What I absolutely don't believe they're going to do is go all in on the reason you go to a Krispy Kreme donut.
The freshness?
Is like those warm, melty fucking donuts. They're going to be in a box. They're going to be as old as they're old. And you're just going to have to fucking deal with it.
I disagree 100%.
Really?
I think, those now the McDonald's burgers don't cook them there. They come They warm them there.
Well,
I guess they call it.
Yeah, okay.
They have those little trays, the sausage in there, the eggs are in there.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have donut trays, and they're gonna sell just warm fucking glazed donuts if you want a warm one.
Okay.
If you can keep that donut like 102 degrees.
So you think they're gonna have them, for lack of a better term, not constantly, but by request? So like think, you can get like a dozen Krispy Kreme donuts, or you can get however many warm Krispy Kreme donuts.
I think they're going to be kept warm at all times.
All of them across the board.
All of them. I think all of them.
Interesting.
These places. I mean, look at the Dunkin' Donuts oven they have now. They can cook bacon in 18 seconds.
I get that, but that was my first thought was the Krispy Kreme.
Krispy
Kreme drink, bitch. Krispy Kreme quality signature, I feel, was going to go away. That was all I kept thinking every time I saw that article shared on Facebook.
Well, compared to the difference between a fresh Krispy Kreme and a not fresh Krispy Kreme is a mile apart.
100%. A not fresh
It's not even good.
Krispy Kreme, you might as well just go buy the day-old donuts in the fucking grocery store.
Yeah, it's market basket. It's garbage.
It's market
Dunkin'
basket
Donuts
glazed donuts.
Dunkin's has a better glazed donut if it's not fresh than Krispy Kreme.
Yes.
But Krispy Kreme's fresh donuts are unmatched.
100%.
This is bad news. I don't need more reasons to kill myself.
See, okay, so I was going to ask this. So you're a fan.
I used to be when they were in Linfield or Saugus, sometimes. But I didn't go there because it's too decadent. It doesn't even fill you up. It makes you feel sick because you need 7 of the fucking things.
Yeah. See, I'm someone that I'm not a big donut fan. I'll have one, great, but I don't have that craving for it. So like if I see a Krispy Kreme donut at a fucking McDonald's, I'm gonna be like, But of course, everyone's gonna get in line the second they fucking do it.
Drunk Andy will be trying to make fucking quads on donuts.
I am never gonna. I'm gonna take at least 3 months before I go in a McDonald's drive-thru because the lines are just gonna be stupid. You remember when Sonic opened up on Route 1?
Oh, I do.
Fucking stupid motherfuckers lined up for hours on the breakdown lane of Route 1 for a cheap hot dog and a fucking milkshake.
Mm-hmm.
In the middle of winter, so there wasn't even roller skate girls.
Ugh, fucking. So I can't believe when Peabody's still open. How is that possible?
I've never gone once.
I went one time.
I have never been to a Sonic. I don't think I ever will.
This one time, I was both fine and dandy, and no one asked me how I was doing.
I went to a Sonic once.
Do you get that reference, Mike?
Fine and dandy, dandy and fine?
I was once fine and dandy, and no one asked me how I was doing.
No, I don't get the reference.
That's George Coward.
Oh, okay. There you go.
One time, I was both fine and dandy.
I don't have George memorized.
Yeah,
no, it's
makes one of
not
us.
Committed to memory.
So it's a bad idea. So while I was researching this whole thing, I heard it on Zolak and Beetle today, and they started talking about the Krispy Kreme challenge, which sounds frightening.
You sent me a link, did not click on it. All I saw was headline and some guy died doing a marathon or something.
Yeah, it's kind of like the original marathon in Marathon, Greece, but different. So the Krispy Kreme challenge is in North Carolina by the Krispy Kreme headquarters.
Okay.
You leave a certain point on the North Carolina State campus. You run 2.5 miles to Krispy Kreme, eat a dozen donuts, and run back.
How many times?
It's just back and forth. So it's 5 miles total.
Oh, okay.
It's a one-time thing. It sounds stupid. It sounds like a good way to die, or at least get cramps and throw up a lot.
I want to get high with the group of fucking guys that made up that fucking idea.
Because
they drove there after thinking about it.
I looked into it further because after I typed in Krispy Kreme challenge, Google added the word death.
As you do.
Yeah, they decided.
Google's good like that.
By the way, you might want to hit one more word because death is involved.
Uh-huh.
So I hit that link, and apparently a 58-year-old man died doing the challenge. And I'm like, this is really bad press for Krispy Kreme because you can't have guys dying doing this.
So this was the University of North Carolina?
This is North Carolina State is
North
the
Carolina
starting
State.
point.
Okay.
Starting point.
So a 58-year-old man made a pilgrimage to a college
Yep.
To do a drunken frat boy challenge.
Yep. So I'm like, fuck, this is bad. There's no way they still do this challenge. And then I looked into it further. Apparently, he died before he got to Krispy Kreme. So they're in the clear. He was just a guy with a bad heart.
Yeah, no shit.
And he didn't he just made bad choices before so like now they can still have the race because it's not Krispy Kreme's fault you can't run a mile, you fat fuck.
My boy Blue over here drove to fucking Carolina State to do a Krispy Kreme challenge, died halfway there. Fucking Jesus.
Can you imagine? There's also another challenge not involving Krispy Kreme that I've actually wanted to do for years.
Yeah.
It's called the Beer Mile.
Okay.
And you have to run a lap around a quarter mile, chug a beer, do that 4 times.
Does it have to be in a specific place? One of the Carolinas or something?
No, a track, any track. But they have events. Like there's been like 5,000 events that are beer mile events, like sanctioned. There's records, age groups, women's and men's records, weight limits.
Have you ever seen the movie The Buddy Games?
I have seen that, yes.
With
a couple years ago,
Nick Swartzen.
Yeah, it's not that old, right?
It's not that old. Yeah, I think it might have been like a COVID movie or something like that. It was definitely streaming. This is exactly what that is. And they did a sequel to it. It wasn't great, but they did a sequel nonetheless. This is exactly what that is. It's guys who did this shit when they were in college trying to do it again when they're older, only now one of them's a fucking billionaire or something, so it's a lot cooler.
So this is not cool.
Your fucking relay races in helicopters now.
My back, like I'd say pre-broken leg at Fenway, so probably 2015.
Yeah.
I was gonna do it. I was gonna try and break a record. There was an age/weight time
for the beer mile.
For the beer mile, it was 35 plus and over 250.
I think you can still do that, pal.
No, that guy was kind of fast.
No.
Back then I was running.
So I mean, we gotta prepare for this. So we're gonna lop the legs off. We're gonna get you blades.
Yeah, we need the blades. Gotta have blades.
You're gonna tink around that course. You got a lot of comments coming in. I can see them.
That's fine.
Fucking paragraphs of them.
Asking me fucking about food challenges. No, I don't do food challenges. But I think if I do over 40 and over 250, I think if it's sub 10, I can do it.
What is the difference? Does it decrease one or the other? Right.
Well, no. As you get older and fatter, the times get slower and slower.
Oh, it's how long it takes you to do it.
It's how it's the record.
I got you.
And you can drink whatever you want. And you have to finish your beer before you start running again. That's the thing. You can't drink the beer and jog. You have to stop, chug the beer, and then start running again. Stop, chug the beer, and run again. I can chug a beer in 4 seconds.
Yeah, depending on what the record time is, that seems like an average day.
Well, the world record's 4 minutes and 28 seconds, so that's not happening.
Nope. But the over 40 gout left foot fat.
Is there a gout? Oh, I can get in the gout division. I can muscle through more pain
hobbled left foot.
I am still in pain and we're on week 3. I'm not gonna lie. It still hurts.
Christ, take your medicine.
I do take the medicine. It won't fucking work. Also, beer doesn't help. It says don't drink beer, and I'm drinking beer.
You got to make sacrifices, pal.
My gout support group says don't drink beer, but I'm doing it.
Oh shit! All right, what else we got?
How about P. Diddy though?
Yeah. So I was.
What the hell's going on with P. Diddy?
What the fuck is going on with P. Diddy? So
P. Diddler.
So last night I was going to see Ghostbusters, and I'm sitting at the bar, fucking scrolling, and like all the news reports are like he's fleeing the country in a private jet. And I get out, and it's like the jet was grounded in, where was it again? There was an A country. Antigua. But then, like today, you find out he might or may not have been in the plane. He might not have known the raids were going on, but
he's in the
wind. Holy shit, dude! What a bad day to be a Diddy.
I mean, listen, I've always hated him.
I've never been a fan.
He's so. If you listen to Biggie songs, his fucking
Chappelle fucking nailed him.
Yeah,
Chappelle fucking nailed him.
Produce the song and shut the fuck up. You have Pete. You have fucking Biggie.
Yeah.
Let him rap. Let him do his thing. I mean, Dre did the same thing with Snoop songs, but Dre's good.
But Dre was good. Dre at least put his fucking own album out before the Snoop thing.
Dre can rap.
Yeah. The more accurate portrayal was and he even said it at that infamous Source Awards speech, would be Suge Knight versus P. Diddy, basically, would be that. I know, I'm fucking terrible.
Suge.
Just kidding.
Suge.
No,
we call D friends sometimes.
What?
Suge White.
Suge White. That works.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a more accurate parallel.
So
would be
apparently,
just produce the fucking song, shut the fuck up.
So P. Diddy is charged with sex trafficking, rape, and sexual assault.
So diving into it, because when you hear the phrase sex trafficking, the brain immediately goes to, women in cages, women in crates being shipped places.
Well, fucking the movie Taken.
Taken, sure. There was a lot of Pam Grier movies in the 70s based around women in cages, but nevertheless. But it's after reading the 67 pages of the Vince McMahon lawsuit a few weeks ago, it has a different meaning. And I think that's what this is. I think it's more along the lines of he was in a mentor status to the other person. And Cassie? Is that okay?
What's her name? Singer named Cassie.
And basically he would take sexual liberties with her, but also basically force her to do things with other people
that he paid.
It was all in a very hierarchy role.
Very eyes wide.
This isn't my wheelhouse. I'm sorry.
All right. So, in layman's terms, P. Diddy would make this girl who he was mentoring, this singer named Cassie, fuck male prostitutes in front of him.
So kind of similar, Vince had other fucking guys that worked for him, so he didn't have to actually hire prostitutes. It was like, my personal trainer is going to fuck her in the ass while I take a dump on her head and then take a shower.
I think Vince might be worse than P. Diddy.
Well, first of all, the fact that when you check the years, one of them you said was like in the 90s, right?
Yeah, no, he had one from 91 that he raped, back in the day.
All right.
She's now fooling him.
Vince was in his late 70s.
Yeah, P. Diddy was in his fucking in his 20s. In
his fucking prime, basically.
You're a billionaire.
I never understood this. I don't fucking understand.
If you're a billionaire, you don't need to make people do things. They'll just do it for you. If they say no, someone's going to say yes.
I'm a week-to-week hundred-year. I've never had to rape anybody.
He raped her. He forced her to fuck other guys in front of him. He hit her. He beat her. He beat the fuck out of her, too. He's just a complete piece of shit.
He's definitely a piece of shit.
I mean, that guy is, cunt of the year. He's almost as bad as Kobe Bryant.
Is he worse than Vince? Because I don't remember reading in those documents Vince beat her up.
He might be worse. He's worse than Vince overall. Vince was worse sexually.
Yeah, I mean, Vince dumped on her, but he never beat her up.
Yeah, dumping on someone is so humiliating. It's a different kind of bad.
Yeah.
So Pete Diddy is
out of context. Vince wasn't good.
No. Vince, not a good person. P. Diddy, a worse person.
A worse person.
But I think Vince humiliated more, where P. Diddy injured more.
Yeah.
I would love to fucking be alone in a room with P. Diddy for 2 minutes. He's such a fucking little piece. The word I can't use.
Of shit?
He's just one of the. Oh, he's just I'll say shit all day. He's just a little fucking thing. You grab him, you fucking beat the fuck up, maul him.
Yeah.
Just grab his head and bounce off the wall a bunch of times. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
No.
Imagine that girl's dad. Give him 10 minutes. Let him fucking kill him.
Yeah.
The fucking lispy, ugly prick.
I don't know if I've ever heard a man talk. He has a lisp.
Oh, he's lispy. Yeah,
really?
He's all S.
He's all S.
All S. You fucking little. Oh God, what a fucking piece of absolute garbage he is. And poor Cassie. But who knows about the other ones? Because every time something like this happens,
I'm upset right now because this would be a perfect segue for Gary Girolamo.
That's true. We already used it.
We already did him.
Speaking of raping girls and
speaking of pieces of garbage.
I mean, it's always Anthony's.
Yeah.
Adam loves that shit.
Okay. Good to know.
It's really fucking. It's embarrassing. And the thing with Hollywood is it's all coming out now. Every few fucking months we find out someone's a piece of garbage to varying degrees.
Yeah.
I heard Tom Hanks has got some heat on him right now.
He has for a while.
Well, that would really upset me if that's true.
Well, I mean, depending on what conspiracy websites you read, he was one of like the OG Epstein list people.
Well, I mean, going to the Epstein Island is different than fucking the midgets and the children on Epstein Island.
We've had this discussion. Some of them might just be going for a weekend on the beach.
I don't know if Oprah's there to watch human sacrifice.
I don't know.
I mean, you get a human, you get a child. I mean, the fucking pulling chairs.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't have an answer.
But also, you gotta go with the source. Wasn't it Mark Wahlberg that came out? He'll never work with Tom Hanks or something, but he's gonna pray for him because Mark loves Jesus, even though Mark is one of the biggest fucking hypocrites in the fucking world.
Mark Wahlberg is an absolutely untalented douchebag.
So, I mean, I disagree partially with that.
He's not. Do I like him in some movies? Yes.
He's done movies that I'm like, okay, he's good. I mean, Boogie Nights is fucking
Here's
the problem. Every movie I like him in, he has very recently, but also some for a while, condemned.
Yes.
He condemns Boogie Nights, the movie that made him take the transition from Marky Mark, the fucking underpants model white rapper, to Mark Wahlberg, actor, taken seriously.
Yeah, he's awesome in that movie. He's
awesome.
Phenomenal. But he's also playing the same idiot he's in every movie.
But he
has no range.
As a Christian, Jesus would frown upon a movie, promoting or exploiting pornographic movies. Most recently, talking mad shit about The fucking Departed.
What's wrong with The Departed?
Honestly, I've read like 3 articles. I've read quotes. They're all just fucking nonsense. It was like he was up. He claims he was up for one role. I think it was the Damon role. And he had scheduling conflicts, couldn't do it. But then he signed on to do like 3 days as the Digman role that he ended up getting. But he disagreed with Marty and this and that. And it's just like, guy. First of all, you got nominated for a fucking Oscar undeservingly for that movie, by the way.
Yep.
By the way. Have a little fucking humility for once in your life. Loves Jesus, hates Boogie Nights, hates The Departed apparently. And the one that really, and there's a lot of celebrities that have gone down this road that have really fucking pissed me off. Hardcore, staunch, fucking sober. Showing up to bars, pouring shots of his fucking tequila brand, and taking all the fucking pictures and selfies. Buy my tequila, buy my tequila, buy my. Jesus would frown upon alcoholism. Buy my tequila, buy my tequila, buy my tequila. Like, at
least Ty Law fucking got drunk with me.
Well, that's just it. Like, another one that I follow, the fucking Sunny guys have their own brand of whiskey, and they're getting all fucked up around Florida in the last couple months.
Sure.
Fantastic.
Have all the time.
Fantastic.
If you're gonna be sober, don't sell alcohol.
Don't sell alcohol if you're gonna be fucking sober.
Sell anything else.
And it's not. And again, it's
fuck you very much.
The
Mark Wahlberg,
signing your name onto an alcohol brand when you're sober is bad enough, but it's also the making the spectacle of you showing up to a bar and just dumping booze all over the drunks, knowing full well
sober and better than them.
In your fucking side pocket is your AA chip.
Is he an AA? Oh, he's an AA guy.
I don't know. He's definitely Jesus sober.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't know.
They're all assholes.
Is
he also drug addict sober? Because I love them too.
I have no fucking idea. I
don't drink it. I smoke meth.
I don't know. I have no, and honestly, I have no fucking problem with people that actually get sober, but it's just like it's how you handle it. Like one of the ones, it's like Bradley Cooper sober. Yep. And he's done a few interviews, mostly because he did one interview and then like 3 more asked him about it, which is a trope of when you're a bad interviewer, you just watch other interviews and then you ask that person the same fucking questions just to get your own fucking soundbite. But he was basically like, I was a train wreck. I couldn't get work. All I was doing was drinking, blah, blah, blah. I stopped drinking. I had a better quality of life and family, blah, blah, blah. But it's not like he's like, nobody should drink.
Now he's pop gummies.
Jesus would not approve.
Well, Mark Wahlberg sucks.
You know what? We could have saved ourselves 10 minutes and just summed it up.
He sucks. And when he did the fucking marathon movie and played every person in fucking town,
Mark Wahlberg saved the world.
Like, he played everyone in the fucking movie. That day, I'm like, this guy's a fucking piece of shit. Yeah. You're an absolute douchebag. You fucking fake Boston fan. Your brother looks a little retarded. The fucking restaurant, he's special.
Well, at least Donnie seems to be fun.
Yeah, Donnie seems like he parties.
Married big tit Jenny McCarthy and fucking seems to be fun on TikTok.
I've jerked off Jenny McCarthy more than once. So that's important.
I did a lot in the 90s. Yeah.
Well, I had a poster on the ceiling of my house, and back then you couldn't just have things. Like, you couldn't have porn.
What was the poster over the poster?
I lived a free and clear life.
Oh, okay.
I didn't cover that poster. Okay. It was her in white lingerie, blonde hair, brown eyebrows, big tits. All right. Listen, people don't get it.
Some people had that. Some people had the poster over the poster.
No, I didn't. My mother knew I was a pervert. She used to find my. So I used to I stole magazines from local stores.
The problem is I like Paul. The Wahlberg brother that has the restaurants. I like Paul. He's actually a super nice fucking guy.
Listen, he looks like he goes to the zoo.
I know. He's a super.
Being nice and go to the zoo is fine. I follow a lot of zoo members.
He's a super fucking nice guy.
It nicked me, as he says. I was dodging it, but it nicked me. Paul Wahlberg. His name Paul Wahlberg. It's a fucking zoo name. Yeah. It rhymes. Yeah. Who the fuck names it? It's like you being fucking Dent Wendt or Mike Dyke. It's stupid.
Mike Dyke would have been good.
Mike Dyke would be awesome. I know a guy named Dyke. It's a fucking solid name.
Playing the hits on Zoo 97. Mike Dyke in the house.
I know a guy named Walter, and his nickname is Dyke.
Walter Dyke?
And it's his last name is like a long fucking Polish name, but they showed it to Dyke, and everyone calls him Dyke still. God damn. And he's got a lesbian daughter. It's really awkward.
You know, that it gets to a point and gets to an age where if you haven't forced or outgrown a nickname, it's your own fucking fault.
I saw him at Home Depot like 2 weeks ago. Hey, what's up, Dyke?
Like, do something really fucking memorable just to get a new nickname.
No, he owns it.
Oh, fair.
He owns
he's fair enough. Fair enough.
He's been Dyke for fucking 50 years. Mike Dyke's a garbage pail kid, according to Keith.
I'm sure it is.
And that's a transitioning woman who's now a man but also likes pussy. Mike the Dyke. Yeah. Got a beard.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that, right?
No. Let's jump into some ads real quick.
Yeah, you gotta do ads. You gotta do 3 of them.
Yep. Thank you to Anthony's Roast Beef and Pizza, 1921 Main Street in Tewksbury. Website is anthonystewksbury.com. You can order online, pick up some gift cards, join their loyalty rewards program, as well as follow the Instagram, arbtewksbury.com, where you can check out some, my opinion, some of the best fucking food porn shots I've seen in a while.
They're good.
From a restaurant. Like, I get like influencers do that, but restaurants usually either share other people's stuff or kind of fail at their own. But fucking Anthony's in Tewksbury, ARB Tewksbury, and it's not just their beefs.
The pizza rolls look phenomenal, by the way.
Pizza rolls, they do for catering. They do 3-way rolls, roast beef 3-way rolls, fucking big ass party platter. But just even their fucking wraps. I don't know what the fuck I'm staring at right now. Breakfast Club wrap. Crispy homemade chicken fingers, golden waffles, savory potatoes, and oozing mozzarella sticks, all kissed by maple syrup, sweet. I don't know who the fuck writes this,
and
I am fully fucking erect right now. So go follow ARB Tewksbury on Instagram.
Which person from the Breakfast Club to ejaculate in your sandwich?
I mean, you have to go fucking John Bender all day.
I was thinking in Molly Ringwald squirting,
No,
but it's all right.
no,
That's just
no,
me.
no.
Which one's he? The fucking the tough guy?
Yeah, it's fucking Judd Nelson.
No, I want.
Fucking Judd Nelson's hard.
I want Emilio.
Emilio!
Woo!
Thank you.
The Mighty Duck
The
Man.
Mighty Ducks. Thank you to the world famous Cabaret Lounge, 96 Newbury Street, which is Route 1 South in Peabody. Open 7 days a week till 1 o'clock in the morning. Give them a follow on Instagram and Facebook, Cabaret Lounge Peabody. And, you know, they'll regularly post one or two of the girls that happen to be showing up that evening.
Did I tell you I tried to circle back with the girl who got mad at me?
You told me. I don't know if you've told the audience.
So the girl.
I don't even know if you told everybody that she got mad at you.
Originally, one of the people from the Cabaret show we did, a picture was sent to me of a dancer eating a beef on stage. Tasteful, no nudity. When I was sent that picture, I took that as a permission to post.
Here's the thing. It was postable. Because there are rules.
Yes, very postable. No nudity. Just a girl on the Cabaret stage eating a roast beef sandwich. All my worlds had collided.
Yep.
I was so happy. I posted it. We both had our DMs flooded with take that down requests, which we obliged.
It's one of those moments where it's like I was getting out of the shower. I got dressed, look at my phone. I had 4 missed Instagram calls from one of the girls from the Cabaret. And I'm just like, after reading it, I'm like, under normal circumstances, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
After the night we had last night, that'd be fucking awesome.
So
no, it wasn't.
I responded to that young lady, and I apologize because we shared that without her permission.
Yeah.
I didn't get her anger because she was on a live podcast that's been posted to the world.
Talking about
piss. Yeah, it was the least bad thing she did that night. Yeah. But I took it down.
Yeah.
And I let it marinate a bit, and I talked her down from freaking out, and whatever. And then I reached out a week later, and I said, that picture would be good for everyone involved. Yeah. It's a good picture. It's tasteful. I can either tag you or not. I think it'd be good for your brand if you want, but whatever. And she responded with, I do not give consent, but thanks for asking. I'm like, well,
this time.
Fuck you very much. Can we get someone who will give consent? Because I have to go to the Cabaret this week because, as you and I have talked about, they're down to become a long-term F-Buddies sponsor.
Yeah, they do.
Whereas sponsors, some of our sponsors come and go. They do a month here, a month there. We get it. We appreciate every sponsor. Like Fibber McGee's did 8 weeks.
We started this under the guise of being the easy show to get along with because we're not going to hold you to long-term contracts because in my former life, I saw how that worked out poorly.
And if someone chooses to not sponsor us after they have sponsored us, they're still our friends.
No harm, no foul.
Yeah, they have helped us because and supported us.
Here's the thing. Not only no harm, no foul, because this is the business side. We don't take things personally on this. If you choose not to, great. But also, why trash someone that might come back? Hence, Fibber McGee's just wrapped up their run again for the second time.
Their second run.
Yeah. The second run. Yeah.
I'll give you an example of that. I'll give you a good example. Remember,
like if they stopped and we're like, "Oh, fuck them and fuck this," and fuck, there's no way they're coming back to it. They're like, "Fuck you guys and fuck your shitty show."
Even if that was the case, which I would never bash anyone who ever sponsored us.
No,
unless they gave me a real reason to. But again, that'd be a personal thing. Whatever.
We wrapped up last year doing it.
What was the seal coating we did?
508.
508 seal coating.
508 seal coating. Yep.
I got a message from them today.
They still jump in the Instagram DMs once in a while on stories. Yeah.
Now, they weren't asking about the podcast. Uh-huh. The owner of 508 Seal Coating had a lead for me in my real life job.
Oh, nice.
So this is the whole thing. Like
people helping people.
They sponsored us for about 4 weeks. Yep. It was great. We said their name. We sponsored their business. We supported their business. Yep. And now because we're not complete pieces of shit who get mad when someone leaves, as other people do.
Look, motherfuckers got hair plug bills to pay. Get with the program.
Yeah. I got a call from Nick from 508 seal coating, and we talked for about 20 minutes about this job. And I said, yeah, send me the details. I'm interested.
Sure.
And I'm probably going to get real life work as a referral from a former sponsor because
you're not a complete piece of shit.
We're not cunts.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, the Cabaret is going to become. I have to go there tomorrow and talk to them. A long term, because we go 4 weeks. We go 4 week blocks to be if we're giving the secrets away. We do 4 week blocks. I love long term, but I don't want to ask someone for a lot of money at once. It's hard to get. But they're down to do a long term thing, and I want to say their name for the rest of my life.
Sure, absolutely.
So let's keep it going.
So here's the thing: when you do go by tomorrow, despite the fact that we gave Jumptown a little bit of shit about announcing his presence beforehand, give them a little bit of heads up. Say, hey, no pressure, no promises, but I'm going to bring a beef with me, and if one of the girls happens to want to take a picture with that beef on stage, it would work out for everybody. Get the pre-consent.
I need the pre-consent. The one girl who definitely liked me a lot more than the other girls, the one who had the selfies with me, if she's there, she would definitely eat a sandwich on stage.
And here's the thing. Now you know. Now you know to ask all the questions. Look, I'm going to post this.
Consent form.
You cool? Bump it.
As long as they're not all hopped up. Yeah, as long as they're
my man.
You know who would give consent? Almost every girl.
Almost everyone.
Except the ones that didn't speak English and the ones that didn't talk to us.
Exactly.
All right. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No worries. Nick's Pizza, Subs, and Roast Beef, 207 Essex Street in Beverly. They're closed on Sundays, open till 9 p.m. every other day. Excuse me. Nick's Pizza Beverly.com is the website. If you order online, you get 5% off every order at nickspizzabeverly.com. You can also check them out on the Instagram, Nick's_Pizza Beverly on Instagram, where still front and center, as it should be, is your Ty Law Super 3-Way.
As it should be, of course.
As it should be.
Because
as the score said, not bullshit.
That should be on Fibber's website, my website, my Instagram, Nick's Instagram. It is pinned on my Instagram.
It's pinned on all three, actually, I think.
It should be pinned on all. Yeah, exactly. Then when I was talking to the guy from Craig from Fibbers, he was very happy with our 8-week run. He obviously wants to punch back in at some point. He wanted to ramp up for St. Patrick's Day.
And we're always happy for you to punch back in.
Yes. So you said you watched the new Ghostbusters, right?
I did.
I have not seen it yet. Did you like it?
I did. I had fun. It's part of something that's been bothering me about people and movies over the last probably handful of years. Really, I think it really started with COVID when people had too much time on their hands, social media, streaming, etc. Where I think people they're taking their reviews of movies far too serious because they feel that they feel they're important. You're not. And I don't mean like critics. I don't mean critics. I mean like the average person be like, this movie was terrible. It did nothing for the story. It doesn't. It's like, I had fun. I'm a child of the fucking 80s. I loved the original Ghostbusters. I loved what they did with Afterlife a few years ago. And this one was great because it was more of a full continuation of that story, whereas the last one, Afterlife, had the original guys in just that kind of last minute cameo bit but that was important because it set up the new generation. This one was fun. It was fun. It was a new story because even in Afterlife they were still fighting Gozer from the original movie. So the last one was a lot of fan service, even in the story and the plot. This one was a lot of new shit, and they're pushing the next generation of Ghostbusters while still incorporating the originals in believable manner. And there was enough callbacks, subtle and pretty goddamn deliberate, that I was like, I laughed enough throughout it. And that's the important thing. Like, I enjoyed it. Is it going to win any awards? No. Is it good?
Give it a 7 out of 10? Would that be accurate?
I'd be close. Yeah, I would give. I would be in the ballpark. Not quite an 8, but I would give it in the 7s. Yeah.
Okay. That's solid.
I'll probably pick up the fucking Blu-ray. Yeah, I'll own it.
What else do you want? You want a movie that you enjoy.
Exactly.
It's not that hard.
It's not that fucking hard.
I watched Zone of Interest last week.
What is that?
It's about Nazis in Germany who live near.
Sounds hilarious.
Who live near Auschwitz. Yeah, guess what? It wasn't very fun.
It doesn't sound like a comedy.
Was it interesting? Sure. Did they speak German the whole movie? They did.
Subtitles?
Yeah.
A lot of reading?
Aggressive.
That's rough.
It was heavy. But anyways, no, I am interested to see the new Ghostbusters. I have not seen it yet, but we do have a segment. Normally we do a fuck, marry, kill, but you can't fuck or marry any of these three.
No.
And we're gonna be a bit racist.
Well, you can marry them. I mean, that's legal now.
No, we're gonna be a bit racist in this one because we're gonna do a one's gotta go. And one of them already went, but we're gonna pretend like he's still around.
So is this one of those things that you see online a lot? One's got to go, and their entire library goes with them, because that's going to be tough.
Oh my God, no!
Because there is a lot of cross-pollinating with these three.
No, this is a one's got to go, and we can't lose the library because you'll lose all the movie. You'll lose every movie they're in. You can't. I don't think there's a movie where one of them isn't with somebody else.
Exactly.
And if it is, it stinks. No, it's a one's got to go. You got to kill someone off before they died, of course.
You know, Blues Brothers 2000 can fuck off.
Here's your one's
gotta go.
Harold Ramis, Bill Murray, and Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah.
You have to get rid of one of them. Not that their career's gone, not that they're you just don't have that person. Someone replaced them in every movie they were in. How's that? A different person played them in every movie.
It's got to be Harold Ramis.
It was a different... You're going to get rid of Harold Ramis.
It has to be Harold Ramis for me. I feel while he was fantastic in his acting roles, he was better as a writer and director. Okay. So if someone's replacing people in roles,
well,
there you go. That would be my choice.
All right. Well, Dan Aykroyd for me.
I mean, Uncle Roman is fucking classic.
One of the best ever.
Holy shit. Great. Because that was exactly what I'm thinking. I'm like, I can't get rid of Great Outdoors.
Hi, Garrett. First of all, say hi to Garrett.
Hi, Garrett. How's your mom?
She's in my phone at all times. She's ready to go. Listen, obviously Bill Murray can't go.
No.
He's the GOAT.
The man is an on-screen and off-screen fucking living legend.
But I love Harold Ramis in every role he plays.
Like what?
He is Stripes.
Okay.
Harold Ramis in Stripes cannot be replaced.
Okay.
The guy's a fucking legend.
Then he kind of played other guys' dads in other movies because again he directed for like 40 years.
Listen, I'm just telling you right now,
right.
I can't get rid of Harold Ramis. Right. I can't do it. I love him too much.
All right. Well, I'm taking God's approach, and I'm going to get rid of him first.
Oh, you're wrong. Right. Oh, wow, Jesus, that was mean. That was really aggressive.
No.
Jesus, Mike, that was really mean.
Look, we're going heavy on Jesus this week for some reason.
Well, Easter's coming.
Easter's
coming. So's Garrett's mom sometimes.
Oh!
When I can wipe the dust off that pussy, bam.
Knock the fucking dust off that pussy.
The dust off that. I'm going to see her soon, actually. Golf season's approaching. And so's my erection.
Ain't no fucking bed rust on that cunt.
That's right. Oh, Jesus.
Speaking of watching these legacy sequels or remakes or whatever, we also both watched the new RoadHouse.
Now, full disclosure, I was well lubricated when I watched this movie.
I sent you 87 text messages last night. I'm pretty sure that was assumed that I was drinking.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I'm going to give you my RoadHouse review in a few short words.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I was thoroughly entertained.
You didn't start by loving it, though.
I made fun of it the whole time.
See, okay, thank you. Yes.
I love making fun of movies that it's not good.
Yes.
It was fun.
Mm-hmm. Continue.
Conor McGregor played one of the best pompous assholes I've ever seen in my entire life. The way he walked, the way he talked, the way he fought, he was a complete douchebag.
I have a lot of notes on Conor McGregor.
Jake Gyllenhaal didn't try to replace Patrick Swayze. He just did a different person whose name was Dalton. In the RoadHouse, it wasn't a double deuce. It was called the RoadHouse.
And there was they really tried hard. Like, is it one word? Is it two? Like, nobody. What are we doing in this scene? There was a few of those scenes. could be cut. But I looked at this movie. The RoadHouse remake was following the classic action movie / classic porno formula of storytelling. Mm-hmm. You do enough stuff for 3 to 7 minutes to get the story across, but you need the fucking or you need the fight every 3 to 7 minutes, regardless. And some of the scenes work. There was way too much bookstore stuff. I didn't give a shit. A lot of bookstore stuff that didn't really fucking matter. That was just kind of selling him as a good guy that really didn't fit the character.
No, he did. He was a sociopath.
He's an absolute sociopath.
Yeah.
The explanation of like my uncle named it the RoadHouse, but he named it one word because he's funny, but that guy clearly loves the zoo because he also she's like, oh, and he named the boat. Now I had forgotten that because I watched it last night. I had forgotten you sent me this text message until I saw it, because when she said, oh, he's funny and he also named the boat, I'm like, oh, it's got to be like a pussy reference or something. Nope, it's called The Boat.
Which say
I was
thievery.
Like audibly went, oh, boo.
Yeah, nope, I was not happy.
Shit.
What are we doing? We're doing One Crazy Summer remake all of a sudden?
Holy
what are we doing?
Shit.
Watch a fucking movie. Watch a movie. And don't name it The Boat.
So
name it L Boat if you want to be different.
Fight scenes were fun.
They were.
Fight scenes were fun.
Gyllenhaal was believable. He was in great shape. He looked like
fucking yoked to shit.
Getting stabbed multiple times.
God damn. The Kelly Lynch replacement, I was like a 20% fan of. She grew on me through the movie, but not like completely. I felt it was just another one of those plot devices to sell him as an actual good guy, because they needed that reason at the end. That fuck it, we're doing spoilers. So she gets kidnapped at the end, and her dad turns out to be a cop, but the cop's on the bad guy's payroll. Of course, couldn't see that fucking coming from a mile away.
A Weapon City.
Oh my god. And but then here's the thing. The last 30 minutes, Gyllenhaal's personality completely changed, and I didn't like it. He went from being
sentimental.
He went from being, like I said, honest, sarcastic. So he would sit there and be like, "Well, how far away is the nearest hospital? 25 minutes. Okay. Do you have health insurance?" Like, it was an honest sarcasm. But then at the end, when he's sitting there and the guy's like, "Well, I actually kidnapped her," and he's like, "Ooh, plot twist," and he's like, "Well, fuck you." Ooh, another plot. Like, he all of a sudden became quippy, and I'm like, this Dalton isn't quippy. That's not what this guy has been set up. He's a depressed, suicidal, fucking sociopath that doesn't tell jokes. He's funny, but not intentionally funny. And the one that got me in the final fight, which was fucking gnarly as shit. Him and McGregor tearing the fuck out of the bar. And McGregor slams his head on a piano. Gyllenhaal comes up and goes, "This piano's out of tune." I was violently angry at the fuck. I'm like, no, you're not. Like, that line was McGregor's line. McGregor should have said that line. When he slammed his fucking head onto the piano, McGregor should have said, "Sounds out of tune," and then just continued fighting.
It soon's out of tune.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't going to even attempt it. But no, this Dalton wasn't jokey.
No, he was.
And when they started in that last 30 minutes of having him do one-liners, I'm like, stop it. Stop fucking doing it. McGregor.
But did you have fun?
I had a blast. I had a fucking blast with it. McGregor. See, here's the thing. So I don't know what, because there's two distinct versions of this character in the movie. And it's hard to tell in situations like this because they could have filmed out of sequence. So it's it's like, was he? Because in the back half of the movie, basically from the big bar fight, which we'll talk about the band in a second, but that big bar fight where he shows up with the golf club, from that point on, he's doing straight up Conor McGregor. Mm-hmm. He's not putting on a voice. He's not inflectuating his accent. He's not being weirdly flamboyant. He's doing straight up Conor McGregor. But in the first half of the movie, it's as if he watched Fast 10 way too many fucking times. It's like, whatever Momoa's doing, I'm fucking taking that shit and I'm gonna turn it up because he's fucking like. He was putting on a voice. He was putting like a little. Like, he was high pitching his voice. He was high pitching. Well, he already has a fucking accent.
Yeah, well, a little extra.
And he was putting a little extra on it. And also you could tell in certain scenes he was doing the McGregor walk.
Yep.
Now, again, I don't know how it was filmed. Because in other scenes, you could tell he was trying to, but his arms were like they were in casts. So he was holding his arms like not jacked, like as if he had, 4 more feet of fucking muscle underneath them. And he's sitting there and he's holding his arms up and just walking, but you can tell he wants to do the McGregor fucking walk, but he might have been told to either calm it down or that was his initial attempt because the opening scene he's naked and they clearly told him, "Hey, have you seen the Terminator?"
Yep.
That's what we want. So he's like,
25 movies in
I'm going to be an Irish robot. And what was it?
It's 25 movies in one.
Oh, it's bonkers.
It's every movie.
But it's like, if you love Tango and Cash, you'll love the remake of fucking RoadHouse. It is.
And I wouldn't call it a remake. I would call it a
reboot.
A movie of the same name, but it's a different movie.
It 100% is. And I hate that they do this type of thing because there's so many movies that would be so much better if they named it something else because there wouldn't be the comparison.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then like, I don't think it's going to be as successful to continue it, but they definitely are trying to set it up for a sequel at least, possibly a series.
Oh no!
Like they had Dalton get.
How many bookstores do you need?
Get in the Greyhound and do the fucking Mad Max ending, where it's like, well, he saved all the wasteland and now he's going to be alone, going off into the distance, and I mean, it's literally the end of all the Mad Max movies.
Yeah.
And you think, okay, well, that's the button on this movie. That's the end of the movie. I disagree with him giving all the money to the bookstore. I think, especially because he literally threw a truck and a boat into the bar. And the whole point of this movie was she was a struggling bar owner. Maybe throw her half that box of money you had.
I was a bit racist with her too.
But
and I'll tell you why.
Before we get to that, but the real trigger that they want at the very least the possibility of a sequel, possibly series of movies, was the mid-credit sequence with Conor McGregor. Because
didn't see it.
Because he died, right? I mean, he stabbed the shit out of him multiple times with bits of wood.
Oh yeah.
So when the first run of credits, because they were like the animated credits with all the cast and all that stuff, it wasn't the credit crawl. It was the first bit. So when those wrap up, cut to hospital room doors, blood sprayed, chaos happening in the background, and McGregor busts through. There's people fucked up in the background, and McGregor walks out, fucking robe all undone, his naked ass marches straight out of the hospital, and the fucking orderlies are screaming, "Call the police!"
Did not see that.
Yep. So you didn't like the bar owner?
No. I was a big fan. She was hot. I thought she was the girl from The Bear.
I had to Google it twice, actually.
She's not. She's the girl from Daily Show.
Yep.
Jessica something.
Yep. I Googled it twice during the movie. I'm like, that's definitely her. No, I couldn't find her name on IMDb. I went to the other actress. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
They look alike. Get over it.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. They do look alike, and she's a very popular actress right now, the one on The Bear. But yeah, it took... when I went to the bathroom, I paused it, and when you pause Amazon Plus, they pop up the cast that's on screen.
Ah, yes.
And I'm like, that's not her name.
Right, listen, read ads. I'm pissed.
All right, I'll read ads. Let's see here. Here go. Thank you to our sponsors. Bella's Roast Beef in North Andover. 1211 Osgood Street in North Andover. Closed on Sundays. Open at 11 a.m. every other day. bellasna.com is the website. You can give them a call, place your order, 978-258-1123, and follow them on Instagram at Bella's Roast Beef. If you do get the Professor, God bless you. It is a monster of a sandwich. I believe 24 full fucking ounces of roast beef on a custom, massive, delicious onion roll served on a pizza platter. And if you're lucky enough, it will be served by Harry himself. I was just talking about the Professor.
I almost pissed my pants.
Oh, congratulations.
Really close to pissing myself.
You made it. Congratulations.
I did, yeah. You can piss soon, I think.
I'll piss soon. You know what? Do you have the priority capital read in front of you?
No, but I can do it without the read.
You can do it without the read.
Yeah, you said for over 25 years, right? Give me the opening line.
Let's see. Yes, for over 25 years, Priority Capital has specialized in equipment financing and working capital. You just pick up wherever you want.
Yeah. All right, so go ahead, Mike. I'm good.
All right, cool.
So a good friend of mine is someone at Priority Capital. His name is Justin. And for over 25 years, they've been doing something with money. In other words, if you need money for your business, for your small business, to buy equipment, to buy a franchise, to pay off debt, Priority Capital is basically a bank, but it's not like a normal bank where you have to go through all these hoops to jump through. And they have money, they have interest rates, they want to lend you money to get yourself out of trouble, and they give a short-term loans to small business and large business. So if you need $50,000 to buy a piece of equipment you need tomorrow or next week, you contact them. Some of their stuff, I was reading about them online. They close in hours. They get run a credit check, check out what you have for assets, and basically decide if you're a good risk. If you're a good risk, they trust you that you'll pay them back. They give you the money right away. They're ready to fucking go. So if you own a business, a small business, you need to buy a fucking pizza oven for your pizza shop, you hit them up. You need to get credit card debt. You need to get some debt out of your way. You need to if you want to buy a McDonald's, you want to own a McDonald's. Because why wouldn't you? Because they're serving Krispy Kreme fucking donuts now. You call Justin and the boys at Priority Capital, and you fucking own a McDonald's now. That is how it works. So it's Priority Capital on Instagram, prioritycapital.com. Listen, it's just if you need money for your business and you're not a fucking loser and you can afford to pay it back, you want to hit a Priority Capital. That's pretty much the bottom line. If you're not a complete piece of shit and you can be trusted, hit my boys at Priority Capital up. I think we got to do Nick's Burlington, Mass. Nick's.Burlington Nick's.Place.Burlington on Instagram. We have Nick's Place now?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, yeah. Nick's Place, Nick's Place.Burlington on Instagram. High quality sandwiches.
NicksPlaceBurlington.com, where you can order online, of course.
One of the most recent approved shops, earned, not bought, of course. Not for sale. Run by a 19-year-old handsome young man with a giant cross. He wears a big old chunky cross in his neck. He's a man of God. He's probably not going to be open for Easter. He'll probably be celebrating both Easters. Probably. If I had to guess right. He said he wasn't Greek, but his last name says otherwise. And his dad's name is Nick. We are definitely Greek.
On their Instagram, again, you mentioned nicksplace.burlington. A third picture in, fantastic looking beefs right there. I would suggest pushing in just a little bit maybe on the picture, but fantastic looking nonetheless. Come on down to 114 Cambridge Street in Burlington for Nick's Place Burlington. I love
how many spots are just fucking blowing up right now.
Fucking right.
The beef world is getting so so I'll give you an example. Beef Madness 2019. Oh, fuck Instagram.
Leave it.
Yep, we'll leave it. Beef Madness, we first did it the first time.
Yep.
The final was Athens in Peabody versus Billy's in Wakefield.
Yeah.
Billy's was eliminated in round 2.
Yeah, but that year, those were the spots. And I always say that because that was also the year that you helped basically suggest the beef shops for the Wicked Bites episode.
Yes,
and both of those were featured on it.
It just so many places now. Like, I think
Speaking of devil.
Like, huh?
Speaking of devil.
What happened?
Notifications. Go ahead.
Oh. So I think
Where's the best cream corn in Methuen?
the 40th best shop right now.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is. I'm just saying the 40th best shop would be a contender 5 years ago for best shop in the world. That's how far we've come in this world of beefs, where everyone who wants to sling great beef is slinging great beef. Like when I was at Nick's place last week, the owner, the kid who runs it, he made my beef for me himself personally to make it great. Now, again, I get this treatment, but they can't re-roast the beef. The beef is what they have. They serve what they have. When I was at CNS today, Bill is the one slicing. It's this level of give a fuck that we need to have, and these certain places have it. And Nick's place right now is giving a fuck.
100%.
And I love that. I don't get a ton out of this world. I do enjoy the pride these places take to make these awesome sandwiches.
We've talked about it privately and on the show about like the shops stepping up their game because of the group. And some can look at it as a negative.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, some do.
You can choose to do that. But these are, despite being degenerates, these are a collection of people that most of us grew up loving this, for lack of a better term, working man sandwich.
Yep, that was said to me many times today.
And we got older. And as we get older, you know, if you're going to spend money on something, you want it to be something you're really fucking enjoying. And the group's influence over the shop's progression into doing better beefs is fucking phenomenal.
Yes,
it's fucking phenomenal. And it's like, because now it's no longer, because it used to be the drunken sandwich, right? The drunken sandwich, the working man sandwich. You know, grab a quick beef on the road or something. Or
no one ever had beef for dinner. It was lunch or drunk.
Yeah, when you're in high school, let's go get some beefs or whatever the fuck. When you didn't give a shit what your palate was or whatever the fuck, what tasted like.
Palate.
What
do you think? You're Anthony fucking Bourdain or what?
You know, honestly, I wish I had his closet. But like now, it's like. It's for me especially, because I only have one place I can go.
Yeah.
And it's on average about 40 minutes away. It's a big fucking deal for me, and it's like a real fucking experience. I take a day. I take a fucking day and enjoy that.
Go to Fort Lauderdale. It must be so hard to go to Fort Lauderdale sometimes.
You gotta.
You do it for the love of the game. I understand.
You gotta get up. You gotta drive down A1A.
You gotta put on flip-flops.
You're looking at the water the whole fucking ride. You pull in. You gotta park. Generally, I'm
surrounded by beautiful women.
You turn that corner. It's staring at the beach, sand, bikinis.
I understand. It's difficult.
Asses everywhere.
The sacrifice you make, it does not go unnoticed.
And then I sit there and I devour a beef in the fucking 85-degree sun with a cold beer.
Sounds terrible. You really do sacrifice for us, for the people.
It is. But
you did do that mirrored sunglasses picture last time, which I appreciate. There was some effort involved in that one.
It came out actually accidentally.
Listen, it came out nice.
It was good. Yeah, it was one of those happy accidents.
Yeah, fine job, Scorsese.
Yeah, exactly. Mark Wahlberg wouldn't approve.
No, he would hate those sunglasses. And you, you're a pornographer.
I'm a pornographer. I drink. I blasphemer.
I feel like we should do a fuck, marry, kill.
He mocks God.
Can we do a fuck, marry, kill? Are you qualified to do a midget fuck, marry, kill?
I think so. I think after this show prep that we did this afternoon, yes, I think I could do that.
So, Mike sent me a link earlier today about a little person who, according to Instagram, she has 2 vaginas, which we all know is clickbait. Yeah. There's only one vagina.
Yeah. It made the rounds quite a bit. I don't remember where it originated. Oh no, I do actually. It's in our group chat.
Yeah, us and Joe. Yeah. It's a fun group chat. A lot of good stuff going on there. So I did enjoy you saying you were an airplane when you bumped into the window of the Cabaret. Like just asking for a 9/11 joke.
Yep. But I was. Watch the video again.
I know what you were doing. You were flying and then smashing the glass. So there are three very popular, I'm going to say midgets, but they might call themselves little people. But, I'm from the 80s. They're midgets.
Sure.
You have Meg Banks, who might have two vaginas, but again, not a fucking chance.
According to an internet meme, she has two.
Ari Kakal.
Great fucking name.
Ari Kakal. She's a blonde little person with tremendous tits.
Uh-huh.
And then you have Lysandria.xo. That's her Instagram. .xo. Lysandria.xo. Here's the thing.
Here's the problem, because in the last two videos you sent me one from Meg Banks, which is an easy one to decipher.
Sure.
You sent me another one from Ariel Kakal, but all three are brunette in the videos.
Okay, no, Ari's a blonde most of the time.
So you're going to have to explain whether she's the one on the truck doing the jumping jacks or beating it with a baseball bat.
So the video I sent Mike, is that a Tesla truck?
No, it's one of those, I believe they're actually called space trucks.
Okay, a space truck.
A space truck. There's one in Delray that I pass by almost weekly.
So a space truck where you have one little person, one midget, a dumpy fat midget named Lysandria, who's on top of the truck doing jumping jacks. Mm-hmm. And Ari Kakal is hitting the back door of the driver's side with a baseball bat. With
about the force of any toddler's fucking T-ball team.
She's 3'11", so what are you going to do?
There's no power behind that swing.
And now those are two of them. The point of the video is, I don't know. Mike thinks it's some rich guy wanting to watch.
I'm convinced
midgets.
it's a fucking OnlyFans custom video.
So you have those two, and you have Meg Banks. Meg Banks, a brunette, glasses, also 3'11" But here's the thing, Mike.
What do you think? What do you think that would cost? If someone dumped into the DMs and was like, "I need you and your other friend to get a space truck, jump," or even if it's his space truck.
Yeah, that depends on the logistics.
His space truck. And I want you to jump on the top doing jumping jacks, and I want the other one to take a mini baseball bat and just beat on the back door.
I'm going to say
no reason.
Ari, who's the more popular, bigger following one.
It's on her page.
I'm going to say she got $5,000.
Okay.
The fat one got $2,500 or $2,000.
Okay. Still respectable for the work.
The truck was not rented. Someone owned that truck.
Okay.
And that person filmed it.
That feels about right.
Yeah, $5,000 and $2,000, because the fat little dumpy one is. Listen, I have a bit of a midget fetish.
No shit.
I'm not going near the fat dumpy one. Lysandria.xo can die tomorrow in my sexual fantasies. I don't need her in my life. I'm killing her, obviously. She's been fucking so dead.
Agreed.
Ari Kakal, who I've been following for quite a while now,
Kakal
annoys the fuck out of me. I do not like her. I like to look at her.
Uh-huh.
She has the worst personality of any midget I've ever seen.
Uh-huh.
She's so full of herself. Listen, you're 3'11". Settle down. I know you want a guy who's 6'2" with a big
It's
dick.
not hard to fill her up.
Yeah, exactly. I could hit her belly button from the inside and have room to spare. I would fuck her once and never talk to her again because she's fucking aggravating.
So far, we're 2 for 2.
Meg Banks is a fucking sweetheart.
Yep.
She is. She seems nice. She dumps them out. She's playful. You could throw her off the wall.
Nice.
You could bounce her off the wall, the ceiling, attach her to a ceiling fan, spin her around. She seems like the kind of girl you want to party with.
Yeah.
Put her in a library. Put her in a library with the glasses. She could read you a story. Then you could have sex afterwards. The tits are tremendous.
Tremendous tits.
And they look natural. We're talking natties.
There's gonna
double D natties.
Gonna need to be a little bit of research in there.
I've come close to hitting that OnlyFans button. I drink quite a bit. I want to see more. I've gone to the Google. There's stuff there.
Google has some stuff.
Ari has Google. You can see her taking cum in the face. Just so you know, that's been down that road.
Just if you're interested, boys and girls.
I've never been down Lysandria's Google searches. I find her gross. I don't mind a big ass, but that's aggressively large. No, thank you. Hard pass on Lysandria's dumpster.
And that's all she was doing. She was just bouncing on the fucking car.
just shaking that fucking just disgusting turd cutter. Go away. Jump off the car. It's like a fucking building for me. It's literally the bridge for me. Just go away. Fucking plant yourself. So yeah, I'm fucking Ari. I'm killing Lysandre, and I'm marrying Meg Banks 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
Meg Banks is a legit little smoke. Little smoke.
We're definitely in agreement on that one.
It's like those little. What do they call them? Vienna Franks, Vienna sausages.
Yeah.
That's Meg Banks. Little fucking little smoke.
So before we wrap up, just because we're on this topic and we can check 2 more boxes and get them off our fucking list here.
Sure.
So there's 2 things. There was a post about a guy. He followed a girl on OnlyFans, paid her $10,000 to meet. She took a picture with him, hugging him, and then a week later posted a picture with her boyfriend on vacation talking about that he paid for it.
That's the definition of a fucking cuck.
Wow.
It is embarrassing. I know people who would do this.
And you got to imagine this guy is on like a long-term subscription. Like he's like, oh my God, she mentioned me twice.
$10,000
to get a hug and a selfie.
I didn't pay a penny and get that from the Cabaret.
Fuck, we got paid to do that, pal.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine the sadness of your life if that's you? What are we even fucking doing at this point as adult humans to pay for a fucking
What the fuck is the world coming to?
$10,000.
$10,000. Not counting, I'm sure they don't live in the same state. So he flew there.
I hope he has just fuck you money, like millions, doesn't care. If he saved up for that, he's the saddest person ever. I mean, $10,000. What are we doing?
$10,000. I gotta imagine. No, that's probably not it. That's probably not it.
Do you think he saved up for it?
I think he did.
Do you think he borrowed money from grandma to hug a OnlyFans model?
I think it's his. Yeah, I think he's not quite a paycheck to paycheck guy, but a little bit over. That's got a decent nest egg, but he just cut it by a substantial margin.
I'm gonna describe him real quick. I know who he is. I know who this guy is right now. He is mid to late 40s, early 50s. He's fat.
Well, yeah.
He's lost his hair.
I wish I had the picture up.
He doesn't. Oh, that's fine. Yeah. Am I right?
You're 100% right.
Okay. Yeah, he doesn't have a ton of hair.
The hair is not terrible.
He lives at his grandmother's or mother's house.
Okay.
He's never left.
Yeah.
He has a decent job. It's a full-time job. He goes there every day. He plays video games at night.
Mm-hmm.
His name might be Ed. I'm describing someone I know.
You were describing the movie Grandma's Boys, basically.
Yeah. But this guy's fat. He has not a ton going on, and cannot imagine getting laid without getting paid for it. But he has money because his full-time job pays pretty well because he's had it for 30 years, and doesn't leave the house. He doesn't spend money. Right. He just hangs out with mom, and that's how he is affording $10,000 for a visit with an OnlyFans. I can't even imagine paying $7 a month to see an Instagram whore naked.
Yeah, I mean, you're literally sitting here with we just did a whole breakdown of someone that you really like looking at.
Yeah.
And I don't know what her OnlyFans costs.
I don't look at that.
I don't know what it costs, but I'm guessing it's a lot less than $10,000.
I hope so. Although, if she's dumping them out, I might one-time fee.
One-time fee of $10,000.
One-time fee, $10,000. I want to see them fucking tickly bits. Jesus Christ! Get in. Listen, if I can give you a recommendation, look up Meg Banks on Instagram. What the fuck?
And the other one, it's called it's a term I didn't use. I didn't know.
Word of the week.
I guess we're gonna do word of the week.
Yep.
It's called luxury girlfriend. Girlfriend. It was at a Steph Curry, the Golden State Warriors game. Are they still Golden State Warriors?
That girl? Holy shit.
So she went viral because she was like courtside, tits out, fucking long blonde hair, gorgeous fucking girl. Come to find out, she was hired by someone to be there and to cheer for his team and be his supporting girlfriend courtside. And that night, she was getting $900 an hour. So after she went viral because of the game, she had to up her rates to $1,500 an hour to be your luxury girlfriend. What is the fucking world coming to?
How rich must you be? And it's going to be one of those Silicon Valley douchebags because of where the Golden State Warriors play.
Yeah.
Where you just have this fucking dumb money to go to a fucking basketball game and dump your tits out and get paid thousands of dollars.
Thousands.
I do not understand this world. If you go to a game, it's a 3-hour commitment. Plus parking is probably
Plus parking. I'm sure she probably wrangles a fucking meal out of it and blah, blah, blah.
It's a 5-hour commitment.
God forbid there's traffic. You've gotten out of Foxborough before. That can be 3 hours alone.
Oh, fuck that place. So I'll never go in there again. Like, you're spending $5,000 so that you can be photoed on the fucking court side with a fucking tent.
Here's the thing. If you
grow the fuck up.
Part of me wants to believe that he probably doesn't even give a shit about the photos. He wants whoever is around him in his circle to think this is his chick.
He's not fucking her. We all know. She's just there to fucking sit next to him.
But imagine this. Imagine this. So you hire her, you pay her,
sure,
and you've been trying to sell it to people you know or whatever in your circle that this is your chick, and then the next day she's viral being like, "Oh, I'm a girlfriend for hire." Do you get a refund?
My God. You should get all the money back.
It's like a little bit of confidentiality was part of this.
It should be.
I mean, I paid you for the illusion of a girlfriend. Now you're just a hooah.
It's like fucking what's it? The 80s movie.
Pretty Woman?
The prostitute. Pretty Woman. At least he fucked her.
And at least he picked her up on a street corner.
You got some clothes for her. Ugh,
that was also that was very much a cuck movie also.
Oh, a huge cuck movie. It's not quite Indecent Proposal, which is the biggest cuck movie of all time.
No. But imagine a world where you could do that. Like me or you would be able to just get hired for $1,500 to be taken to a fucking dinner and a basketball game.
I don't understand being a hot woman.
This fucking world. I would be like,
being a hot woman sounds incredible to me.
It's like.
But you can objectify.
It feels like my instincts would be to turn it down because this seems like something where I'm going to end up in a box somewhere and you're going to be harvesting organs. There's no way this is fucking real.
That's the risk. You're gonna be prepared to die for $5,000 that night.
Right, exactly.
Do you think they know like Krav Maga, some sort of martial arts? You have to know something, right?
I mean, most of the horrors travel with a 6'8" black guy with a gun.
Well, I don't think she did. That's an extra ticket to buy. They're actually most of them are on the court anyway.
Imagine if that was a fucking part of it. You had to buy the guy a ticket too.
Buy that monster the ticket.
Wow. Fucking
the world is so sad.
We are living in such a fucking weird age.
Don't worry, AI's taking over. We'll be fine soon.
We'll be good. We'll all have fucking virtual girlfriends.
Can I do a rant?
I would love you to do a rant.
Because I'd like to get rid of this.
All right. That's what we're doing tonight.
I'm getting rid of this.
Knocking it off the list.
So, I have a long-term hate for a certain actress. It goes back to my childhood.
Yeah.
I've hated this person since the moment I saw her. She is a wet fart. She is a toothy blowjob. She's the worst. She enters the screen, and I want to fucking kill myself. Yeah. She's been in some of my favorite movies, which upsets me.
Okay.
She ruins every one of them. She just is a fucking drip. Her name is Karen Allen.
What was the first movie? Was it Animal House or Raiders?
Raiders. Then Animal House later. And then here's when she really pissed me off.
Yeah.
When my hate developed. There's two movies. The Wanderers.
Deep cut.
Which is one of my all-time favorite movies. Mm-hmm. I love that movie. Mm-hmm. I love everything about that movie. I love the gangs. I love the high school cliques, the black guys, Italian guys. The guy who beats his fucking wife and ends up taking the fucking part of the bench off and hitting people with it. the Ducky Boys. The movie's perfect.
The Ducky Boys.
Except this fucking gash who ruins the fun game known as elbow tit.
What's elbow tit?
You walk around with your arms wide and you fucking
and try
tits.
to bump tits.
Yeah, and she caught him elbow titting. And then all of a sudden she goes from being rape victim to fucking playing strip poker, because she's strong and brave.
Right.
And his girlfriend, the chews gum, the little Italian girl chews gum, is a fucking little smoke. Richie! I loved her. And Karen Allen's this fucking plain Jane, useless gash, and she's the one Richie wants. Why do you want Karen Allen? She's not cute. She's not hot. She's not funny. She's awful. Then, fast forward, I'm watching Scrooged, a Bill Murray classic.
Yep.
And she's calling him lumpy and taking baths and smoking weed and getting mad. He wants to further his career.
Excuse me, lumpy.
Let him the guy's going to go to dinner with the head of the network and you're going to root it for him? We have plans with our friends. I fucking hate that whiny fucking gash. I'm so sick of seeing her. And the reason I brought it up, I just watched the new Indiana Jones movie.
Yep.
I watched the whole thing and it was not good. It was bad. Yeah. And here comes the end. And enter the fucking screen, 78-year-old fucking Karen Allen with a gray fucking hippie hair that she hasn't cut since the fucking 70s in her fucking awful face. And I wanted to I wanted to kill myself. I hate her on any screen. Fuck you, Karen Allen. You are a piece of shit, cunt, and you are useless.
So it's funny how this came about.
God, I can't stand her.
Because it was like 3 weeks ago, I was at Disney and I was taking a break and checking out the Indiana Jones stunt spectacular. And I zoomed in about 1,000,000% because they introduced the woman that was it's supposed to be based on Raiders. And they're introducing a woman that's supposed to be Karen Allen's stunt double. And there was long, flowing blonde hair on this early to mid 30s something woman. And I'm like, hang on, everyone needs to see this. Zoom as far as I could fucking get. Thank God the phone has good fucking zoom. And it was not Karen Allen at all.
I saw that picture and kicked my dog.
That was, you sent me, you're like, it was literally just, I hate Karen Allen. I'm like, and I just sent the pin back. I'm like, nope, we're going to cover it later.
Every single thing she's ever done or might do is terrible. She ruins every scene she's in. I don't get why she has a career. Is she attractive? No. Is she funny? No. Is she annoying? Yes. Whose dick did, like, is she reminds me of Adrian.
Talia Shire.
In real life. Talia Shire.
But she's a Coppola.
Yeah, but also she's talented.
Yeah.
And I don't hate Talia Shire, but I love Adrian.
Well, we also know your algorithm takes you to the zoo once in a while.
It does. I do love the zoo. But Karen Allen reminds me of Talia Shire, where why are you in this movie?
Yeah.
Every time, but I love Talia. You know what I'm saying? Like I love Talia Shire.
Here's the difference. Talia Shire played to the type. Like Talia Shire for the most part wasn't trying to play the sexy lead or the any of that stuff. She was playing literally. Yeah. Take her to the zoo.
She played a retard.
She played a retard in Rocky.
Karen Allen
was trying to be like the sexy, drinking, saucy, keeping up with Indiana Jones. It's like, what's happening here?
She was a hot shit, as they say.
What's a hot shit? Yeah.
Who's the girl from the movie Maverick that does that? What's her name?
The
Maverick with Mel Gibson.
Oh, not Tom Cruise. The Top Gun one. Is it Rene Russo?
No.
Maverick. 2 seconds.
Whoever that is does it. Is it Jodie Foster?
Is it Jodie? No.
No, Jodie Foster plays really cool in Maverick.
Really?
Yeah, she plays a fast-talking poker player who can keep up with Maverick. And she's not hot.
Holy shit, you're right. That is Jodie Foster.
Because she can act.
Well, yes.
Karen Allen can't.
Jodie Foster is a great actress.
Spoiler alert, Jodie Foster can act. I just started a new True Detective last night. I'm fully invested.
Is it good?
One episode.
I haven't
fully
started
invested.
it, yeah.
So Karen Allen, if I could eliminate any person's career or their entire life.
And she cheated on Boone with her fucking professor in Animal House.
Oh, yeah, fucking good job. Fucking, what's that? That's fucking.
The professor?
Yeah.
Donald Sutherland?
Sutherland, yeah.
Well, it's her fault now that I have his ass in my brain.
I am all set with Karen. Go away. Like, die tomorrow. Fuck off. Go away. What are you here for besides to bother me? Watch The Wanderers again.
I'm going to watch The Wanderers again.
Also, listen, that movie holds
up.
That movie
fucks.
That movie is the perfect like formula where you have the gangs and the tough guy with the cast whose mom's getting abused. Blah, blah, blah. Settle down.
It's basically like The Warriors, but 20 years earlier.
Oh, better than The Warriors. So much better. It's 6 years earlier. Warriors 84, Wanderers 78.
No, I meant the era. Wasn't the
the era?
The era. It was 70s and 50s.
It's like West Side Story minus the gang.
Right, exactly.
Way less gay. They don't snap. They fight. And the black team's called the Ghost, which I enjoy.
That's pretty good.
And
because they couldn't call them the other word.
The Ducky Boys, the noise they'd make, and they just show up and you look out. There's one, and they'd cut away, and then there's 10, and then there's 50, and then there's 500 Ducky Boys. What the fuck? Hard recommendation on The Wanderers, 1978, great movie.
Yeah.
Karen Allen. If you could kill her, you would.
Yeah.
Not kind of the week. I would kill her if I would. That's the award she gets. Die.
There you go. Do we have anything else we want to get off the list?
No, we're done. We're done.
Okay.
We're done. We did it.
All right. So fuck Karen Allen and Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, fuck them both. And then the guy who drove the ship, you're a fucking asshole. Or whoever fucking crashed into the bridge, don't do that anymore.
Stop crashing into bridges. It's
don't
not,
kill those
it's
people.
It's not good for a lot of people.
We don't want the bridges to fall. The bridges, the bridges are falling now. I mean, we don't know why.
The bridge is down. The bridge is. What are we supposed to do now?
Now we can't get to Baltimore. I guess we're not going to Baltimore. I guess I've been to Baltimore. It's a great town.
Oh well.
Well, 3 square miles of it is pretty good.
If you've seen The Wire, I guess they did us a favor. Thank you to our sponsors, Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage, Ben Franklin Print Company in Middleton, Twisted Fate Brewing of Danvers, Anthony's Roast Beef and Pizza in Tewksbury, the world-famous Cabaret Lounge on Route 1 in Peabody, Nick's Pizza, Subs and Roast Beef, Essex Street in Beverly, Bella's Roast Beef in North Andover, Priority Capital, making your world our priority. Did you do the tag in your thing?
Yeah, I did it all.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Sure.
All right, Priority Capital, thank you. And Nick's Place in Burlington, roast beef and pizza. Thank you to all our sponsors this week. Of course, join the North Shore Beefs group because coming up this weekend, including Easter Sunday, you'll be voting on Beef Madness. The
Elite 8 and Final 4 this weekend.
The Great 8. Maybe I'm going to try to apply for the Phantom again.
Yeah, I just added Billy Costa's kid on Facebook. We're getting on fucking Billy Costa's show. Fuck them. Me and Chris are going to talk.
So
me, Charlie, Chris.
So are you saying that coming soon I'll be back on Nesson at 9:30 in the morning on Saturdays? Because they took the time slot.
Listen, let's plan something for June.
All right, we got a weekend. I'm coming up.
We got to plan something for June. I'm gonna get in Billy's ear, Billy and Jenny. No, listen,
getting everybody's ear.
Listen, we're gonna start talking. I won't even say the fucking F word at all. Not even one fuck.
No.
Maybe 2.
Look, it's not live, pal.
Listen, pal, it's not live. We're doing no fucks.
Calm your tits, ho. This ain't live.
Yeah, Jenny, dump no, let's see it. That's not gonna help us.
All right. No, nobody listens to this hour.
All right, good. All right,
later, buddy.
Go fuck yourself.